What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy. This is TSK. I am La Owns, and y'all already know the fucking vibes. Salute, 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 salute to all my peoples and all my sisters out there, all the homies. Y'all already know, man. Hope y'all having a wonderful weekend. It's Sunday. You feel me? Glorious day, God's day, man. Salute. We got Bully 73. We got my man Corey Lee, and we got my man EG. You feel me? How we doing, fellas? How y'all doing?
What up?
We good, man. Great, man. Sunday morning.
Good afternoon on the east. Good morning on the west. What's up, y'all?
Sure, for sure. We was having a little heated debates in the background. It was getting kind of spicy, kind of early. You feel what I'm saying?
You just kept cutting me off.
I think we're going to start with the smoke and we're going to get right back into it. I'm going to let you speak, EG, right? But we got to get right back into the nonsense you was talking, right? So I got to preface it so the people know what we talking about before you even get into your soliloquy or whatever the case may be. So boom, right? He's saying that the fact that Julius and I'm interpreting what he's saying, so don't cut me off while I'm interpreting, sir.
No doubt.
The way I interpreted it was that because Julius Randle ultimately had surgery, EG didn't like the fact that Tibbs was playing him 35 minutes or more. And I was trying to explain to EG that when you step on somebody's ankle, which is not anticipated to do in a game, that's what you consider a freak accident. When you're stepping on somebody's foot, you don't want to ever step on people's foot. So you really can't blame the coach. And you can't compare minutes and somebody stepping on a person's foot to the why they needed surgery. No, you stepped on somebody's foot twice in like 2 weeks. You might tear something. What's your response to that, EG? And then Bully.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that real quick. A lot of things you said was misinterpreted on the way I put it.
I said the way I interpreted, now it's misinterpreted. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. The way you explained it was misinterpreted. What I said was, number one, it's not a catastrophic injury, but we all know Tibbs has a reputation going around that he runs his players into the ground.
I agree.
Now my question is, name these players he ran into the ground.
Hold on, SK. Hold on. I want.
No. I don't need the reputation. Name the players he ran into the ground.
Come on, man. Chill, man.
Name them. I need names.
I'll name a player. I'll name a few players. He did. Look at Joakim Noah. Look at Luau Deng. Other players that played for the Bulls. Who played for the Bulls back then? It was I'm talking about Cat. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's a lot of Bulls. I gotta see the Bulls roster right now on my hand. I'm trying to find my thing.
Is Taj Gibson still in the league?
Well, Taj Gibson was more like a backup player. You know what I'm saying? But he's still in the league. Thank God, right?
He never started with the Bulls.
But it's not going. It's not going. Tibbs, listen. Tibbs, his players came out and even said that, he practices hard. He practices hard, and I'm not the one that's making up. He has a known. He lost his job because of that in Chicago. That's how he lost his job. He lost his job because the execs felt that he was playing his players into the ground, and he's done that. Once Joakim Noah was able to get his first contract, he got it with the Knicks. We all Knicks fans. We know how that went. We saw how that went. We thought we was gonna get it. We thought we was gonna get one of the steal.
He came like doodle on the stick. I ain't gonna front. He came like
doodle. Hold on. Stop. Because you're lying, and then you're trying to make it seem.
How am I lying? Hold on. You call me a liar. How am I lying?
How long was Joakim Noah on the Chicago Bulls?
Joakim Noah came into the league in like 06 or 07. So he played out his rookie contract, right? He played out his rookie contract, signed a restricted contract. He was unrestricted. Hold up. You asked me a question, I'm answering it. He was unrestricted. Once he got that unrestricted free agency, Phil Jackson signed him. So continue. Let's get it clear.
I agree. I
Hold
do. I
on.
ain't gonna front SK. I agree.
You said so he got his rookie deal, his second deal, and then he was unrestricted.
Yes,
So that's not his first contract.
he got his rookie
No,
deal. He got his
What
first
are you talking
major
about?
deal. Then I don't know if it was a 4 or 5
His,
year
he,
deal, but it was
his
his. It
first
was
time
it
being a
was
free agent.
unrestricted.
In
His
his first
first
time
time hitting.
being a
His
free
first.
agent.
He played with Tom Thibodeau, and I guess he played with the other guy or whatever, whoever backed Tom, because
That's what
Tom
Aaron.
Thibodeau got fired. So he
That's what.
played, right? He played 1 year. His rookie deal, like everybody does it. First round pick in the NBA does. They play their first round, then they get their second deal, and they get their third deal. But they instead of being a restricted free agent, he's an unrestricted free agent. He signed the unrestricted deal. The Knicks didn't even do I guess they due diligence and see that he actually had something wrong with him, like he had a legitimate lagging injury. I don't know what it was, but Phil Jackson. That's another conversation for another
So
day.
what you ultimately saying is the fact that Joakim Noah had an injury when the Knicks signed him was Thibodeau's fault.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't
That's
say that at
exactly
all.
that's
What I'm
exactly
saying, stop trying to twist my words, man. Stop
exactly
that.
what you said though.
Stop.
That's
Stop.
exactly
Stop trying
what
to
you
twist
said.
my words. What I'm
Exactly
saying
what
is,
you said.
dude, yo, he was just agreeing with everything. He was agreeing with me. I'm not lying. I ain't got no reason to lie. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, I
no,
didn't
no,
wake up
no,
this morning and say, I'm gonna tell a lie.
All
No,
right.
no, no, no. I think,
that's
Bully,
I
not
think,
the case.
how you feel? How you feel about that? How you feel about that, Boulevard?
I'm sorry. I was in two places, but I'm not gonna front on you. Love is love and whatnot. But I'm going to agree with E on that, on totally everything that he said. He telling the truth. He telling the truth. Thibodeau, I mean, he run his people in the ground. Yeah, all right. Josh, G Gibb was something different. Yeah, he's still in the league, but we got Noah on some bull crap, dog. On some real to real. He wasn't the same Noah. When he got here, he was doodoo. He was trash. It was not. Derrick
That's
Rose.
Thibodeau's fault. That Joakim Noah ain't got no work ethic, and he want to party and be cool and do all these things. That's
I
Thibodeau's
didn't.
fault.
No,
I
no, no, no,
mean,
no. I'm
on
not
time,
saying that.
that's before the contract was signed,
Y'all,
brother.
not y'all
I'm not saying that.
specifically. Hold on, calm
I'm
down.
not. No,
Not
no.
y'all specifically, right? What I'm saying is that these notions where we put the things that people do on their own because we're free people in a free country and we make our own goddamn decisions, right?
Facts.
That's not the coach fault that he got bad habits outside the
Okay, so let
motherfucking.
me. All right,
Okay.
It's not
let me
fault,
ask
bro.
you this then. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna bring up three examples of why Thibodeau sometimes run his team in the ground. Remember, RJ got hurt. He shouldn't have been in the game when we was getting blown out
And they talked
against.
about it too. The media talked about the same thing.
Why
The
he still in the
fans,
game, man? We down by 20. Why that man still in the game and he got
fans
hurt?
was complaining about that. You're right, bro. I agree
Why?
100%.
Why did Julius get hurt when we
He
getting
stepped on
blown out by
somebody's foot
whoever?
twice.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
We talking about before the playoffs. Before the
All
playoffs.
right.
That's how he got hurt, right? Why is he still in the game? We got blown the fuck out. It wasn't not. Pardon my
Yeah,
language. And
but
I know this is your chair. I know how we get down over here, but I want to keep it down to a minimum of the customs because I don't want them to
We
flag you or nothing
definitely do
like
that.
that.
Definitely gonna do that.
Facts. You know, I respect you and whatnot.
yeah.
Um,
Appreciate that.
um, Randall. And then you gotta go back 10 years before he got to the Knicks with Derrick Rose, man. Come on, man. I'm sorry.
Derrick
I put
Rose,
that on. I put that on tips. And hold on, Cat got injured before he left Minnesota.
he did. He did. But Cat get injured. I'm gonna give you a pass with Cat because Cat get injured all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't want that
he's
boy
right.
over
It's a
here.
fact.
I
It's a
don't want
fact.
him over here. Hell no.
Listen,
I'm
And then
sorry.
hold on. And then
at
hold
one
on.
point,
You know
they
what
was
I
about to
respect
trade.
too?
Hold up, bro. Let me talk. At one point, they was about to trade Luau Deng for Kobe Bryant, and
I
that was
heard
like
that.
5 years. What
I heard
happened
that.
to that? You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant? He's about to trade him for. So they felt he had the caliber to be Kobe. When I heard that, and I'm like, then okay, fine. I see him when his contract expired because he got drafted like in '06. When his contract expired, he signed with the Lakers. What was he with the Lakers? Nothing.
Nothing.
They
It
was
was
he
doodle.
was a cap casualty. Like, damn, we got to work around this contract. We
He
got
was a straight
Lakers like
corner.
we got to work around this con. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's it's scary. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's scary being a Knick fan. And Tibbs, yeah, he's a good coach. He's rallying the players up. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. But he's
Hmm.
I'm afraid. I was afraid this years ago, and I'm gonna say it again. He's running. He's gonna run our players to the ground. We got still got a lot of young players, and our young players get a lot of minutes.
All
We
right, so
must
fellas,
all
what's the
agree with that.
solution? What's the solution then? What's the solution?
What's the
If we
solution? That's a good
if we
question.
was if we was in the office with Tibbs right now, and Tibbs is sitting over here in one of them chairs, and we got a personal connection and talking to him, and say, "Yo, bruh, you got to stop doing yada yada yada." What's the solution? Like, how would we do this? Corey Lee, what up? Salute, homeboy.
What
Now
up, Corey Lee?
we're gonna start with E because he brought up the topic. So what's the
Facts,
solution?
facts.
What's the solution? Wow, I don't know. I mean,
We need names, bro. We need a coach, players. We need
I
names.
agree.
You already know.
I don't
I
think
just
that's the question he asking me right now. But what's the solution? What's the? It's got to be a solution in
what's
mind.
the solution?
Yeah, he's right. I agree. It is, I really don't know. That's why I put the. I originally text Smoke earlier today. Like,
Hmm.
yo, you hearing the news? You saw what happened? Because we smoked briefly last night, but it was like briefly, like what's up. But then I spoke to him today, text him this morning because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the solution because unless we move Tibbs to the front office, and it's gonna look kind of weird being that we just made a second round appearance. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It's gonna look kind of strange, but I don't know. What's your solution?
Keep Tom
I think.
Thibodeau and build around the three supposed all stars that we have when it's
Hmm.
technically one. But I'm
Who?
just saying, man, we just need to keep building around what we have.
CL.
Facts.
Who else is there? Who else is there?
What's good?
Okay, okay.
Corey Lee.
It was
What you
good.
think,
What's good,
Corey Lee?
Corey? You been
What's good?
following
What's
us?
good? What's good? What was the argument, man?
Should tell you.
What's the solution for Tibbs not running his team in the ground? What's the ultimate solution that he don't get his players? Well, I'm not saying every player that he had get hurt, but he's known to run the team in the ground. So what's the solution? If you were sitting right next to Tibbs and whatnot, and you could touch him with from arm length to arm length and say, "Yo, bro, man, we do X, Y, and Z. What you think? Like, where would you go
Me
with it? How
personally,
would you come at him?"
listen, I'm gonna say this one real quick to you, real quick.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna be here for long. Because I got some take care.
Yeah, we all do. But go
Spend some
ahead,
time with
speak
the family.
speak your piece.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick.
All
That
right.
man got more basketball knowledge that he done forgot than longer than I've been alive.
That's
So
true.
I
Hmm.
can't
I agree.
question him on what he's gonna do. They pay him the big bucks. I, you know what I'm saying? I can't agree or disagree. I can disagree on some stuff that he does, but you know what I'm saying? Who's to say? He looking at you gotta think. He's looking at it from his perspective, from
Hmm.
where he sees it. He's the teacher. He's narrating his class the way it needs to be narrated. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, sometimes the shit don't work.
Hmm.
That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, fellas.
I,
Y'all,
I
you know what I'm
agree
saying?
that
You,
it
you
don't work.
y'all
Yeah.
can y'all can critique what he's doing and how he's doing it all the way, but the fact of the matter is, the man's been a winner every way he fucking went.
I mean, yeah, he did make it. He made it to the playoffs with Memphis. I mean, I'm sorry, my
Hmm.
bad. Minnesota. Yeah, he
Minnesota.
made it to when he
He
did
took
Jimmy
he took
Butler
he took
thing.
he took that bum ass look. He took that bum ass franchise to the fucking playoffs with some bum ass players. Excuse my
Well,
language.
no,
Yeah, I
he
got
had a
You know
bum
what I'm
little
ass
saying?
squad
franchise.
behind him. He
Hmm.
had a little squad. I remember him in the playoffs. He had a little. Yeah, remember when he had
Yeah, Derrick Rose
yeah,
showed out
Jimmy
in that
Butler.
playoffs.
He had Cat. He had Wiggins, and he was only coaching that team for like 3 years. So I wouldn't say okay. Well, he was coaching the Knicks. Well, like I said, he was only coaching that team for like 3 years, and the star player he got hurt. He was complaining. Remember they was complaining. Jimmy Butler said,
No,
"Man,
Jimmy
y'all
Butler. Yeah,
soft." Remember Jimmy Butler said
right.
to
Because he was
Andrew
an
Wiggins.
alpha. He was an alpha.
Yeah, he was like, "Y'all soft, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do this, this, and that." That came out the media, and
Mm-hmm.
along with the reason, and I remember sitting here where I'm standing, I'm sitting there right now, and they came out and said Tom Thibodeau got fired for the from the Chicago Bulls, and I'm like, why would they
Mm-hmm.
fire Chicago? Why would they fire him? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this dude is good, and they said, oh,
Mm-hmm.
because the team feels like he's running his players into
I
the
said I was
ground, and
outside.
players are
I was
complaining.
outside with it.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Right.
thought you
Derrick
knew.
Rose, his injury was
Oh,
catastrophic
fuck off.
at that time. We didn't know he was going to come back the same or not, but he
Mm-hmm.
did come back. But let's keep in mind, he sat out an extra year because he didn't
Yes,
want
he
to play
did.
for Tibbs. Because he was like,
That,
you know what?
that's a fact.
Tibbs is gonna run my ass to the ground. I need to let my knee heal. Everybody was like, oh, he's soft, he this, he that, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. But then when it comes out, it makes total sense. He did
Mm-hmm.
sit out an extra year when
Mm-hmm.
people that tear the ACL usually be back the next
Hold on a second.
season.
That's just one person's opinion, bro.
I mean, I can dig what you're
That's
saying
one
on
person's
that,
opinion
but
because
I
every
mean,
yo, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what I'm
listening.
saying? That's one person's opinion. Compared to like cats like Larry Johnson, who was supposed to be a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he had a back injury, and look at him,
Right?
and he said, "Yo, Tip saved my career." You understand what I'm
Did he?
saying?
Did he
Mm-hmm.
though?
So you know,
Did he right? Did he though?
you could hear that about one person. You can hear that about one person. People got various opinions. You know what I'm saying? I try not to.
Yeah.
I try not to try to make too many opinions sometimes because you come out fucked up. You know what I'm saying? When you
I
really
Mm-hmm.
feel
don't
you.
Mm-hmm.
look at it from every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there.
Right.
We
All
way
right.
on the outside.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We
So
fans.
facts. But all right. So what I'm initially trying to say, welcome back, SK homeboy. This your show, of course, and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Man,
listen,
talk.
listen. Do you think
Talk.
Tibbs is only good to get us to a certain level, and then we have to get to another coach to
Come
go
on.
to the next level?
That's just,
I don't think that at all. I think that
Yeah.
it's a maturation pro. I think that it's a maturation process, and you learn as you go, right? So you're not as good as you was yesterday as you today because you learn from yesterday's mistakes or
Mm-hmm.
good habits that you made. You feel what I'm saying? So
Facts.
you it's the for you learn from the things that you do wrong and you get better. You feel what I'm saying? Tibbs is not the same coach that he was in Minnesota, and he's not the same Minnesota that he was in Chicago. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So for people to keep holding on, harboring on to all these old things, it just shows me that you just gotta take things for what it is. Look at what you see, right? Yeah, I asked him to play the young people. The young people got played all year. It's still not enough. He running them down, da 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 da. Just because it don't look or y'all don't want it, or it's not the way people may want it to be or look, then they got a
Mm-hmm.
problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
But why? But why keep Randall and keep RJ when we get blown out by 20 and still in the game with
no,
4 minutes left for potential injuries?
I potential well, people may see the potential injury when it happens, but you never know. Season is in the balance. You never know what position you're gonna be in, so they can, have that
But we was
experience.
already in. We was already in the playoffs and whatnot. You could have rested them dudes and put the backups in and rest your good players. Why put them two dudes in at 4 minutes left, getting blown out by 20 points, and we already know we in the playoffs. Why keep doing it?
I don't know. I can't make. I'm not trying to make
But
excuses
you
for
know what I'm
Tom.
talking about, right? But you know what I'm talking about.
You totally avoided things. So, you're right. I don't know.
For
Just
Tom at
tell
all.
him right.
But you do know what I'm talking about, right? SK
Yeah, I do that. I
and
know exactly.
Cole.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did
No,
that.
I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to hit SK and Cole. I see Cole out there talking to the fans here. He
Yeah,
on
no.
mute.
What I'm saying is
Hmm.
like I don't think it's the brightest idea, but I could understand why you would do it because even though you in a blowout 4 minutes left, it's not. out of the realm of possibility that you could still come back and win the game. How much was we
Right.
down in that this particular game that you was talking about? How
We was
many points?
down one the game that RJ got hurt. We was getting blown out by 18. I forgot the team. I forgot the teams, but
Against
I know the
Sacramento.
injury.
Hold on,
Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento. There you go, bro.
and we came back in that
Sacramento.
Sacramento game. I was at that Sacramento game.
But we
Okay,
lost.
but we lost that game, and
We lost the
he said he
game.
got hurt with like 2 minutes with something
Uh,
left, right?
We
we
got
barely
lost. Yeah,
lost at
yeah,
the game,
we lost
man.
it at a minute and 30.
Yeah,
A minute and 30 into the game, RJ went down.
and everybody with the world stopped for a second, like, wait a minute, it's we up by how much? Why he's
I
still
got
in the
mad.
game?
SK
You know
and
what I'm
E,
saying?
I got mad. I was like, why the homeboy, we losing. Get homeboy out of there.
Came all the way back and tied the game. We almost won that game.
And
Y'all mad about that
Come
because he got
on,
hurt
man.
in the game we almost won? Come on, man. That's petty.
You giving him the benefit of the doubt for no reason. That's what you're doing right now because you want to make sure your narrative is correct. You're
What
giving him the
narrative?
benefit of the doubt.
What
When you know,
narrative?
hold up. When I know you and I had enough conversations with you to know, listen, Tibbs he played a player and the game was over. One of his starting players, one of his crucial players, one of his key players while the game was over, and he still does it. He does it. He plays his players. Now that's the only thing I could give him, that he consistently does that. That's not a good thing. He consistently plays his key players in crunch time. Well, not crunch time. I'll just say in the fourth quarter once the game is over. And the Knicks really blow people out. But the fact is, we know that because the Knicks fans, I heard the chats. Knicks fans, they were complaining about that. So that's
I'm one of them. I
sort
ain't
of
gonna
present.
front.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna
That's
lie to you. I'm one of them, man. If you get blown out by 15 with 20, with 2 minutes left on the clock, a buck 30, a buck 13, 15, man, sit them dudes down, man. Rest that dude, especially when we in the position where we moving on. All right, we take this loss.
yeah.
Look, everybody takes the L. Somebody
West
got to
Coast
bite that
trip.
sandwich. Right,
You know,
man. That was that 4-game West Coast trip, man. Yeah, word.
exactly. Give that man. Put the man on the
Half the
bench.
hold on, E. Half the fans thought the season was over when we was 10-12, man.
Come on, but we still
No,
clamoring
I
to
ain't
play
talking
the
about
young
that.
players.
No, no,
But
no,
it's
no.
okay
You was
because we
one of
clamoring
them.
to play the young
And you
players.
was one
You
of
can't
them.
move the
And you was
goalposts,
one of
bro.
them.
Quiet
Stop,
money, salute.
stop, man. You can't
What?
move the goalposts because
I'm moving the
they make
goalposts.
it to make it
I'm
seem
talking about we already know that we
more.
got a spot. Go ahead, E. I'm sorry.
How am
Go
I
ahead,
Nah,
moving
bro.
the
nah, it's all
goalposts?
good.
All I'm
Continue.
saying,
Keep talking.
I don't think Thibodeau is running his players into the ground as y'all think he is. It's not like Julius was getting 44 minutes a night. He was getting 35 in a
I
48
know, but
minute game.
I'm saying
I
no.
say keep that in mind. This is because we heard this narrative before. I'm not saying this is. I'm not pounding on my table like, yo,
So
this
I'm
is this
supposed to
this.
hold on.
No, no, no.
I'm
I'm like,
supposed to
wait a
lay
minute.
back while you
Have an
paint your
open mind.
narrative. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Lay back while you paint your narrative that Tibbs just does this because people say he do it.
No, 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 no,
It
no, no.
is.
No.
It is one. It
Hey,
actually exists.
if we already established, I'm sorry, E. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all
SK.
good. It's all good, bro.
If we already established that we know that we're going into the playoff and whatnot, why homeboy out there 2 minutes left and we getting blown out? Whatever. We already know we the fifth seed or whatever into the playoffs. Why you got these dudes out here like this? Put in Sims, put in Jeffries, put in whoever, and keep your starters fresh. Why is Brunson still out there? Why Julius is still out there? Why RJ is still out there?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know
See
what
what I'm
is.
talking about? That's what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
what his train of thought is. I'm not making no excuse. I'm just telling
Logic
you. I
takes
don't know what
over
his train of
eventually. You
thought
know
is.
what I'm saying?
I don't know what his train of thought is. I'm not making an excuse for the man. I'm just telling you. I don't know what his train of thought is.
No, really,
I
I
know
don't hear nothing out of you, bro. Where you at?
I can't hear somebody. What somebody saying?
again.
Corey Lee, put your headphone in, man.
Are
Oh,
you
you
Corey.
can't hear me?
you
No,
muted,
no, I can
Corey?
hear you, E. I'm talking about CL,
Okay.
Corey.
Okay.
I'm here. Now, first of
Oh,
all,
so what's
I don't
up?
think the man he just don't trust. Listen. The man don't trust a lot of people out there on the court, and you know what I'm saying, by his standards. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? by his
I see
standards.
you quiet
You
money.
hear Freezy say
Hmm.
it all the time. We got a bunch of 6'4" power, 6'5" power forwards, and Randall.
Michael Cages,
You know
a
what I'm
bunch of Michael
saying?
Cages.
Tibbs likes to serve. Yeah, we ain't got that long, lanky 6'8", 6'9" wing player like we've been lusting for
But
supposedly.
if we
You know what
losing,
I'm
why
sayon saying?
keep your starters in, man? If we getting blown out
Losing
by
what?
20, 25, 18, it will not.
Because
You think
cause,
we gonna
cause, cause
come
you know
back?
what? But hold on a second. Nah, he might be trying to send them a message sometimes.
I could go,
You
okay, I
understand
can
what I'm
agree with
saying?
that. I dig you. I dig you on that. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's good all the time. I don't agree with a lot. Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of stuff that man does. But I'm not gonna knock him for what he does. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You
It's
know,
Yeah.
how can I say this? You know what I'm saying? Listen, Joe, first of all, until the results change, I don't you know what I'm saying? Till the
well,
results change,
we was in
until
the
we
second
can't get
round this
over
year.
the hump, until we can't get over the hump and we exhausted everything we have with this team, then you hear me like, yo, all right, cool, let's come up with a solution. Let's throw XY name in there in the hat. You know what I'm saying? What about this person? What about that person? You understand what I'm saying? But we can't just go there. Real talk.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But you
I,
gotta
I
kind
feel
of
you.
like, look, our wants and our needs are separate. You know that, right? And it's
Yeah,
separate
hell
for
yeah.
a
Oh,
reason.
definitely, definitely.
Shoot. I
Yeah,
want to
But
be
you
a
know,
millionaire right now.
I want to be a
But my
billionaire.
needs are just to take care of my family.
Facts.
that's
Which
how a
we
lot of
all
people I
as men
think
should
think
do.
about. A lot of NBA players think about it too. They like, we're gonna grind, we're gonna go get
Yeah,
this money.
but I'm gonna tell you something about that too. Now, there's a plus and there's a plus and minus with that as well. You know, the plus is you need to have that ego in order to get you on that attitude to get you to that certain point in your life. Get you
Hmm.
to be one of the top 400 basketball players in the world.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So you need to kind of have that cocky, shitty ass attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Diva
I feel
esque.
you.
You
I
understand
get
what
you
I'm
on that.
saying?
I
Well,
agree
I
with
mean,
you.
So
I
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
you halfway. But the thing is,
but common sense
Tibbs.
would tell you, man, sit that boy down, man. Man, 2 minutes left in the game, man. Sit him down. Go ahead, E. My bad.
That's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? But you look at everybody love the Knicks. I love the Knicks, man. But
All
Tibbs
day.
got problems. I mean, and it might be an old fashioned thing. He might be like, he an old fashioned coach.
It might,
All this
know
time.
what the problem might be? It might be the Nick fan base and the fact that we're not patient. And the fact
Well,
that we
everybody
haven't been
different.
patient, we've never been patient. It's because we ain't
Hmm.
won in 50 years. We
So
ain't
wait a
got nothing to
minute.
hold our hat on but some old shit. Shit my
Hold on, big
age.
bro. Hold on.
And,
Hold on, big bro.
hold on, bully. Let me elaborate on what Corey
All
Lee
right, go
tried to
ahead.
say, bully.
Speak on it. Hmm.
I agree with that. Not only is not being patient, it's called being unappreciative, right?
That too.
We
I was about to go there. Go ahead. Hmm.
So let me
you
ask you this question.
hold on,
You
I'm not done. I'm not done. You can't let me finish and then you can ask
continue,
me.
continue, continue.
Thank you. And what I'm trying to say is this, right? Like we should appreciate the fact, not saying that we shouldn't improve or look for ways to improve, but most people projected Knicks fans and all had us making a playing game,
Hmm.
right?
Facts.
Hmm.
Hold on a
So
Okay.
second. When I was bitching and screaming about how we gonna make it to the playoffs, and if
facts.
y'all don't believe me, y'all go check September, August around there for the love of the game
It's
and
on
Lawrence
tape.
Kidd.
It's on tape,
Hmm.
bro. I've said 50 games and we won what, 47, 48. So
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? When most people was just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I do know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah, yeah. Everybody got better but us. All we did
about.
was one. All we did was one move in
Well, let me
So
ask you.
in the off season.
Let me
I'm not
rephrase the
Jack
question.
Howard.
Let me rephrase
I
the
mean Hart.
question. And now,
like
y'all got to put y'all basketball thinking caps on with this one. I'm gonna ask a
I'll
question.
keep mine on.
All right, does Tibbs
Make it a good one
players?
because I gotta go. So
All right,
because
all right, all
you know
right,
what
all
I'm saying,
right,
the
all
wife
right.
beckons.
Hmm.
Real fast. Do Tibbs players last until they third contract? Because rookie, your second contract, your third
Ooh
contract.
wee.
Are Tibbs
Ooh.
Hold on
players
a second.
known
Hold on. No, see, that's
lasting?
not fair. But that's not fair. But I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose. Hey, when he got what you call it? When he got my man what's his name from Duke? What's his name? The big man Carlos Boozer. He did.
Oh,
Let me
Carlos
think.
Boozer. I
Boozer.
remember him.
Dang did.
Dang.
Joakim Noah did.
No, he
You know what I'm
didn't.
Yeah.
saying?
No, he
Guess
didn't.
what? We had to eat that
But he
contract.
actually,
But
he
go
did.
ahead.
He did get it.
No, yes,
He
He
did
got
get
it.
it.
He got
thank
it.
you.
He
He
got
did
it.
it.
He got
Did
it.
he play? No, he didn't play. He didn't play.
Hold on,
Named you
hold on a
four
second.
players that made it to their third or fourth contract. The one player he named, you got a problem with?
No, because a lot of the players he named didn't get to their third contract. But I wasn't going to interrupt him in the middle of while he was speaking.
How about we look it up so we don't just. Where's mine? I don't even got it
He,
right
he said no. He said a couple. He said Derrick Rose. I agree. He did. He got to probably his fourth contract. But the thing was, let's keep in mind
Jimmy
when we're talking
Butler. Come
about
on,
his
man. Come on.
catastrophe. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler played for
Yeah,
Chicago.
substitute,
How many
dude.
years after thing left? He was the guy after Tibbs left.
He
He
was
went
that
and
Then
dude.
gave him a
he
contract in
got,
Milwaukee, bro.
but then he didn't play in Milwaukee. He played in Chicago, and
Oh,
then
I mean Minnesota. Minnesesota. My
yeah,
bad. I'm
then he got
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
traded.
Minnesota.
Tibbs wanted a guy like him, so he traded for him, which is a good move to do for an organization. Got him, and then as soon as they got him, they played him, and then they traded him. You know what I'm saying? So it's
E,
like,
E,
Tib-
Stop. You
Because
talk.
because he called out Cat. He, he, he
yeah,
told he told
Yeah,
he called out Cat. The only reason why he left Minnesota is because he called out Cat, and Cat was the man. Cat was the
and Wiggins,
breadwinner, and
and
and he
Wiggins,
hurt his feelings. He
and
hurt his
Wiggins,
feelings, and Wiggins. He hurt their feelings, and they went crying to management.
Yeah,
right?
And
yeah.
then next thing you know,
Because
this
Jimmy
dude
was
is
an
getting
alpha.
demoted.
Wiggins
Jimmy was
probably
an
went to
alpha.
management like, yo, trade me, and he got traded to the Warriors, right? But who
No, no,
responded? Hold on,
no.
hold on. You
Okay,
stop.
I'm listening.
Stop. Because you stop. I'm stop.
Nigga say
Right?
you stop, stop. Continue, bro. Continue. Nigga say you
I'm
stop.
trying to talk, and then you always feel compelled to speak when I'm speaking.
Bro,
Chill.
just talk, man. Just talk. We having a
Wiggins
conversation right now. Let's continue with
Wiggins
it.
probably went to management, asked for a trade, got traded to the Warriors, and stepped up and responded since Jimmy Butler called him out as soft, right? They don't consider Wiggins soft no more in the NBA, do they? Or don't they?
Shit. Up. My bad, dude. Shit.
Yeah,
I'm, I'm
that's a smart
sorry.
nigga. Relax.
I know.
But
Okay.
yeah,
This
Nah,
Tibbs,
son.
is Wiggins considered soft still?
Hold on. Do you know the story between Jimmy Butler, Cat, and Wiggins?
I do know the
Do you
story.
do you know the whole story?
I don't know why they was beefing, but I know that he just
I
thought they
know
was
why
soft.
they was
Brandon
beefing.
Knight. Brandon Knight told the story. Brandon
Why
Knight
would
No,
they?
basically
Jimmy.
said,
Go ahead.
"Well, Brandon,
Go on.
but no, Jimmy Butler. This is what Jimmy Butler did. Jimmy Butler, all right, came to practice. He
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay, hey, Jimmy, you gonna run with the first team? Jimmy was like, nah, hell nah. I want to
Hell
run with
no.
them, the third team.
Mm-hmm.
Went there, took the third team, beat the first team, came back, beat the second team. You know what I'm saying? Then jetted out there, left, and had a release of Salters 25 minutes later. Talking about, yeah, I would like to get paid. They need to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story. And he busted
Hold
both of
on.
their asses on both those
and they
teams.
Hold on.
And was talking
and
There's
they
big
another
took
part
that.
of
shit.
that story.
Talking
There's
about, yeah, y'all niggas need to pay me.
an extended remix version of that though. There's an extended version of that. Okay. Cat and Wiggins after games and practices used to go to Cat House and sit there and play video games all day. Right? Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm.
All right. Listen, this is a PSK. It was not PSA. It was not. I'm
PSA.
putting it out there. Right. That too. Right. So
Yeah.
Jimmy is an alpha. Wiggins and Cat, they soft, right? They Jimmy
I gotta
used
go.
to come over. Go ahead,
All right,
partner.
bro. All right, bro. All
Go
right,
ahead.
bro.
Yo.
Done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm gonna finish
I'll
it up.
try to
I'm
jump
gonna
back
finish
in
it up.
later.
All
Yeah,
right,
hit me up. Yo, be safe out there. Love is love. Enjoy the weekend,
bro. You too,
and
bro.
whatnot. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Um, Cat. Jimmy used to come over to Cat crib And I'm telling you this. I know this. SK and E. I'm telling you, Cat used to come over there and mess around with Jimmy. I mean, he used to mess around with Cat and Wiggins. Wiggins and them, they was roomed up, shacked up together, as teammates or whatever. Them niggas playing goddamn video games all day. All day they playing video games. Cat had a fine ass girlfriend. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
She tired of looking at this dude playing fucking video games all goddamn day. She want a roughneck. She want a real dude.
And she see that.
Started hanging out with Jimmy. Go ahead, y'all play y'all game. I'm going bowling with Jimmy. Y'all go ahead, keep on playing. You go ahead and keep on playing your games. I'm going. We going up to wherever. Cat so young minded and whatnot. He ain't paying attention. How you think homeboy got messed up in the cat spot of things that he got going on?
So
They want to
Quiet
play
Money.
video.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm
Quiet
sorry, bro.
Quiet Money says, "What are we even talking about? The Knicks don't even have a top tier team in the league. Tibbs is doing just fine with the hand he was dealt."
I
Okay.
agree.
All
But
right.
we are a top tier team. We overachieved this year. Quiet Money. I ain't gonna
Well,
front on you.
I'm trying to phrase it. I'm like, we did kind of finish in the second round, and I'm like, that's the only thing I'm latching on to with Tibbs. That like, wow, he did take his rotation. He had to shorten it, of course, and
Say
it
Quiet
makes
Money a
sense.
link. Say Quiet Money a link, man. Jump on, homeboy. How about that? Come
Word,
on.
word up, man. So you could clarify this. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to say? But the thing is, so we understand he need his players around him because you saw what happened when they made the Josh Hart trade. Josh Hart was strictly about playing defense and hustling, and the Knicks got better. It showed in they play. I'm
Mhm.
not saying nothing wrong with him at all. Not one bit. Nothing's wrong with Tibbs that is a fireball offense. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to keep it in mind that, damn, similar shit like this, pardon my French, similar things like this happen in his previous destinations too.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't admit that and enlighten that and just and realize that, I guess, then what are we doing?
You
You
know,
know, we know this. We see this. We've heard this before, and like up to we've seen it. I don't know if it was this year or last year when they played with the RJ situation. Like we know this. We see this. Like how can you defend that? Forget. I'm not talking about the man. How could you defend that? Your boy Julius Randle. People say a lot of people in Nickland say the franchise of our team. He's the franchise. He's the big guy, but he got awful scarf knee surgery because listen to what you say. He rolled his
ankle.
ankle a week, like 2 weeks or a week or whatever before the playoffs. So they set him down probably about a week or two before the playoffs. Sat him down because he rolled his ankle. He comes back. Tibbs is lie. He comes back in the rotation. He does his thing. I noticed Tibbs sits in one game in the fourth quarter when the Knicks was coming back. But then
Mm.
they're coming to go into the next series. I believe it was the next series. He rolls his ankle again. That's not Tibbs' fault. No, that's not Tibbs' fault. That's not Tibbs' fault. But you know what? You look at that and you saying, "Damn, this dude rolled his ankle 2 times in like let's say a month's 2 months. I mean, no, he rolled his ankle 2 times within a month's
Time.
period.
Right, fact.
Exactly. He playing this dude 30-something minutes a game, over 35 plus minutes a game.
Stop. Please stop. I gotta stop you right there, bro.
Stop me. I'm done. So you don't have to stop me. I'm done.
Got because he stepped on a person's foot. Him playing 35 minutes a game doesn't indicate that he's gonna step on a person's foot within a month period and ankle his same ankle twice. That is not Tip's fault, bro. No matter how you put it, no matter
I
he got
never said it
100.
was his fault. I didn't say.
Yeah, I'm not blaming
I said
Tibbs for
let's
that.
take Tibbs off it. Say it's not Tibbs. Just say we watching the game and it's any coach, and we know that.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a previous history of doing that. That shouldn't be argued. That I think people should acknowledge that. Like, yeah, Tibbs, he is. I've heard that rumor before. It was a rumor, but we're seeing it because like we diehard fans. Like we just not casuals. We diehard fans. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? It is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You know, we
I,
did our research on our coach because he got hired, and
Mhm.
it's just coming true, and it's getting me a little bit like, damn, you know.
I don't
But
agree
it's
with you, right? But let's move on, right? Quiet Money says, I meant to say all those other players on the teams that are running their ankles left to right and they don't play for Tibbs. Fans just want to see him fired because the Knicks
That's not.
did in
Yo,
advance.
QM. Quiet money. I don't agree with that, man. Nah, I don't want to see the man fired. I just think he only going to put our team to a certain level. It would not. I mean, I
It's
want him to win us the chip. Facts. I
word.
want him to win us the chip. I'm rooting for him. I don't hate Tibbs. I don't hate Randall. I want them to get there. But if you see certain situations that's always going on and on and on, you gotta think sometimes.
Gotta acknowledge it. Like, did you see
Gotta
that?
not yeah,
You know what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
you can't agree with greatness and don't see the force to get to the greatness.
Yeah, like, you know, a zooming car went by. I'm gonna tell you, you saw that. That car was fast. It just went right by you. You're gonna let me know. You know what I'm saying? So it's logic, bro.
Mm,
And
What
it's
mm.
so logically, hello. So what coach puts us in a better position besides Tom Thibodeau has put us in the past 20 years?
in the past 20 years, oh man,
Good question.
we had a horrible team in the past 20 years, bro. Come on.
We was doodoo, man. We all know that. Stop. Let's not play no games, man. We was shitty.
Position and Tom had put us in. We were so quick to kick the bucket on him, right?
Well, I
Nah, I
mean,
never
it's
said
not,
that.
that's
I
not
never
that's,
said that. I
but
never
hold
That
on,
said
is
that's
that.
true.
not to say we went after Steve Kerr and he shut us down. You know what I'm saying?
Quick.
So what we do? What we do after that? We hire a player like, we hire.
Come on, we had Kurt Rambis and goddamn
You know what I'm saying?
goddamn
Derek Harper, no, Derek Rose.
uh
No, what's his nigga name? Derek Fisher.
the one that got beat up. Derek
Fisher,
Fisher, the
yeah,
one that got
Derek
beat up.
Fisher. So we
Yeah,
hired
man.
Derek Fisher.
Come on,
Like,
man. And
are
we
you
had the
trying?
other guy. We had what's the other guy name?
They had Hornacek. They had Hornacek.
Hornacek.
Yeah.
The best dude that we had besides right now, we had Mike Wilson.
Mike Wood did this. That's who it is. Mike
Top of the
Woodson. He the
line.
best coach we had in the last 20 years. And look how they
Top of the line.
treated
And
him.
he was a man amongst men.
And he
And said
knew.
what he had to do. And he got them there. And
And
then they
look how they
fired him to
treated
bring
him.
this dude in. I mean,
Look how they
we had
treated
them.
him. You know
They
what I'm
messed
saying?
him over.
If Tibbs
And
got so
remember,
much power, why they do Mike Woodson like that? Why that previous management do Mike Woodson the way they did him?
facts.
Because he
And then we
said
had him
if they want
again.
to run a triangle, I'll run the triangle. He's like that. He said that. He said he knows how to do it. He can run the triangle. Why not give him a shot? Nah.
So that what you talking about got something to do with Tibbs?
I'm answering your question.
No. I don't think it has nothing to do with Tibbs. I'm just saying that the coaching we had from the previous years looking crazy. We had Mike Wilson. It was not. He was excellent, and he know how to talk them dudes down because everybody got egos and attitudes. We all millionaires, and we out here flossing and doing that. Mike Wilson
Mhm.
wasn't having that. He was talking to them like men. And then when he came back the second time under Tibbs, the team thrived. Am I correct?
That's
And
true.
they did.
And then when he left, what happened?
Our offense looked like
Well,
trash.
then they
Doodle on
stopped
the
playing
stick.
hard again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, more video game time.
So if you ask me now, I'm gonna put this in the air, and I'm probably gonna make some people mad. Probably my partner. If Tibbs get fired, you know who I want as a coach? Mike Wilson. Mike
Mike
Wilson. I'll
Woodson.
take him again.
Mike Woodson.
I'll pursue it. Pursue it. That's not a bad idea.
I'll take him again, bruh.
See,
Because
but
he
that's
know
a
how to get up in them
solution.
dudes'
See,
faces.
now we talking solutions. We're not just harping on the problem
Okay.
that
Well, I'm just bringing it to light. If anything, I'm not complaining.
I'm
I'm just
bringing
bringing
it.
it to light. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all realize that Julius Randle just had surgery, because I didn't hear anything about Julius Randle's
I didn't
surgery
hear
until
nothing
my
about
brother
it
told
either.
me. I didn't know.
Until Corey Lee told me, till CL told me that homeboy had the surgery. I didn't know that.
Now
Yeah,
you
you would
hold
think
on.
that
Now
that's
you
a
could
big deal, right?
now that you fake concern because he had surgery. Now you wasn't fake concern when he rolled his ankle twice.
But he put some hold on, he
What?
was coming out there like he was that G. He was
Am I
coming out
supposed
there
to
like he
applaud
that
that nigga?
dude.
Am I supposed to applaud him injuring his ankle?
Smacking people, he's smacking teammates and coaches' hands down. Get off me.
He's talking
I'm
about
limping to the back.
trading him.
I'm a strong dude.
Hold on, Bully. He was talking about
Okay.
trading the man after the series that we had. He didn't show up. We gotta get rid of your boy. Now all of a sudden he got surgery. Thibodeau gotta go. Is this what we doing?
Hold on. Hold on.
No,
Hold on. I'm gonna come.
you didn't say that
I'm gonna come right
actually.
there. I
I know
did. I
what you said.
never
I be
said trade him.
paying attention. I be
But
listening.
listen, I'm not even gonna front on you. I like Julius, but if we could get something better, peace.
It's worth
And give
it's
up
worth
that
the
30 number.
conversation. Julius Randle is worth the conversation,
Yes,
but
he
we
is.
like Julius Randle though because he's getting.
I like Julius, but he a diva. You can't be the leader and a diva. You got to be one or the other, dog. That's it. That's what I'm saying. But I give it up to him for his toughness, him being a man. I'm sorry that you got to go through the surgery. Godspeed on that. Get recover fine and great. But if you come back to this Knick team, all them antics and all of that crap, got to get the fuck out the door. Play like a player. That's all I'm saying. And whoever in the chat, whatever, throw that link in and get on here and let's talk. It was not. Don't be behind the door. Don't be having the Twitter fingers. It was not. Get in the fucking chat and talk. It was not. I like Julius.
It's an open panel. It's open for
It's an
everyone.
open panel for every opinion and decision. It's an open panel. But what I'm saying is, I like Julius. I want him to come back. But if he acting like that little sucker ass nigga that he was acting like, and I know he could get us some numbers. It was not. Be a leader, not the diva, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Niggas don't
And,
like
and,
that,
and,
bro.
and, and
Trust me,
look,
I'm just being
Godspeed,
honest.
Godspeed to you.
Yo, bro, not everybody gonna like everybody. That's the way the world
Right,
works.
right, right. That's the way of the world.
Does he get the
Yeah.
job done or not? That's what we should be focused on. Results. What it
Big
look
Daddy
like.
Kane, I get the
Cares
job
what it
done. Come
look
on.
like.
I agree.
Come on, man.
I agree with
Focus
you
on
on
the
that.
optics, man. Do the person get the
Can't help
job
it.
done?
Too.
You
You got
gotta
to get
look
the
pretty
job
to
done.
get the job done. Do you get the job done? Are you efficient? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing?
That's why I
I
You
said
ain't
we
better
can't.
do what you better
That's
do.
why I
all
can't
that
completely
extra
turn on
shit
him
is
because
for
he
the.
got to see the
Hold
second
on,
round
E.
of the
I'm not done.
playoffs.
I'm not
I
done.
agree,
Hold on.
E.
I'm not done. All that extra shit is for the birds, my dude. That's for people that just want to. That well, basically, we having a barbershop talk where we just focus on
Mm-hmm.
things that's irrelevant. You feel what I'm saying?
No, it's relevant. It's pretty. It's pretty. You know, if you from a Knicks fan's point of view, it's pretty relevant.
But you know
Pretty
how we
relevant.
do as Knicks fans. Like, we fickles. We
And we gonna
emotional. We
press
moody. We
buttons.
cranky. We
You know what I'm
fickle.
saying?
Yep.
We gonna talk that shit.
And we
Yep.
gonna press each other buttons until we start screaming at each other, and that's how it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we don't
But
even
it's
argue
all love
about the
at the end of the
Giants or
day.
the Jets like this. Like, we don't argue about the Jets or the Giants or the Yankees or the Mets, the Rangers or the Islanders. It's the Knicks. I don't give a
Knicks. Nah,
fuck
it is
about
the
the
Knicks.
Knicks.
It is.
It's the
It is the Knicks.
Knicks.
'Cause I argue with my uncle like a dog over the Knicks.
You
Oh,
ain't
like
never
a dog.
lied. You
Like we
ain't
don't
never
even
lied,
know
Prince.
each other.
Word.
Like we don't even know each other. Like we argue like dogs over the Knicks, bro. And he
Right.
always trying to clown, and I'll be like, yo, bro, what is you talking about? You don't even watch no games, bro. You're not even a fan.
Mm.
I've been watching the Knicks for 30 years. Well, you used to watch them 30 years ago, but you ain't watching them now.
Right, you ain't
We
watching them
always
now.
get over the Knicks.
Yo,
Oh,
let me tell you this quick story of SKAE. When Carmelo got traded over here to the Knicks, it went out. I went out and bought a fresh number 7 jersey. And it was an old cat. It was an old cat. As I was walking down the block, he was like, mm. He was just shaking his head like, mm. He was like, he said, when are you gonna give it up? I said, what you talking about? Like, I thought something was wrong with me. Like, what the fuck is this? What this dude talking about? He said,
bitter.
yo, when you gonna give it up? I said, give what up? He said, that right there, that orange and blue, that New York number 7. Well, he ain't know about Carmelo. He said he stopped watching the Knicks because the Knicks disappointed him throughout the years, and he gave up on them. He became a
We're
Charlotte
not built,
Hornets fan.
not built the same. See, we not built the same, man.
Mm-mm,
Disappointment leads to
mm-mm.
success, man. We not built the
Facts,
same. Feel me? You
facts.
know, it take 50 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years, man. Disappointment leads to success, man.
Facts.
You gotta pick. You can't be on both sides of the street. You gotta pick a side and stay on that side, man. That's how
All day,
real
all day.
talk. But that's just me. You feel me?
Right, of course. You remember we had a little conversation earlier. You know how we, like you said, the winter. Man, I had enough of that. I'm going over here. This, that, and third, whatever. But you built your stamina for whatever. And dealing with the Knicks, you gonna go through it. You gonna if you're a Knicks fan, you gonna go through it, man. I'm sorry. On every level,
Especially
you're
the
gonna
years
go through it
was in every game, like the Porzingis years, right? We was in every game, but would lose every game.
every game,
It was
every
bad.
game.
I'm like, damn, we
Word.
competitive, but we just we can't close for a dog's ass. It was
Yo, SK.
crazy bad.
Yo,
It was
SK. Yo,
crazy bad.
yo, SKE. Remember we had that lead down in Dallas, and
Yeah.
we was up by what 12, 15 or 12, and they came back and they won that game at the last point of seconds, and I was like, I didn't even get mad at it. I just said, this is us, but we'll get them next time. That's the mentality sometimes that you have to take. Really.
Yeah, yeah. Now you can't really let it like ruin your emotions, man. You be too emotionally invested in and you know.
Yeah, gotta get up and go to work tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? You might kill it.
Nah, cause nah, to be honest with you, like when we was having the RJ debate 2 years ago and I was killing him. I was on his neck, right? And then
Hmm.
I realized I'm like, man, and then we was trying to trade him for Donovan Mitchell. And then I'm like,
Hmm.
bro, I'm like, yo, nah, the Knicks fans, the Knicks organization, no. People are too emotionally invested in the RJ. They trade RJ, son, you're gonna have to be on suicide watch, bro. Swear to God, that's all I kept saying, bro. You better like
Oh
check
man,
the
the purge is in
736
effect.
meetings.
Yeah,
No
the purge is
disrespect,
in effect.
respectfully, but
Yes.
people was fanboying out so much for him scoring 24 inefficiently, bro. I
Hmm.
didn't know if we would have traded him for Donovan, and I thought that played a part in it because you feel me. If we get Donovan and just so to speak, it don't work out. People would have, and we traded RJ. You know how they talk, and they would have
Hmm.
went crazy, bro. Like they was already going
Hmm.
crazy for RJ, like he was the best thing over since sliced bread or something. So I was like,
Facts.
I don't know where this is coming from. Do y'all even watch
Hmm.
basketball? Do y'all know what basketball is supposed to look like? Like,
Facts.
but I don't know. I be tripping though sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, man. You got all right to do that and whatnot. I mean, we emotional, man. We as fans, we as Knicks fans. I'm not just saying fans. We as Knickerbockers and whatnot, blue and orange. We buggity up, man. We some psycho buggity up.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a million of us. It's
In order
millions
to
of
be a
us.
Knicks fan for 20, 30 years, 40, 50 years, knowing the history and still being loyal and going crazy. Yeah.
Right,
We built different. We
bro.
definitely different. So when we win, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna have to shut the whole city
Oh,
down
the
when we
city
win.
down. Yeah, yeah. Everybody gonna be trapped on that.
I'm
Oh my
telling you, when
god.
we win, I'm flying back and everything. I swear to everything I
I'll pick
love.
you
I'm
up from the airport, my dude. I'll pick you up from the airport,
telling you, I'm
boy.
flying back.
Word.
We're going ham burglar.
Let me tell you something right now. Every time I think about our legacy as New Yorkers, yeah, we got the Yankees, of course. Salute to the Yankees all day. We got the G-men, the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Even the Jets won goddamn two goddamn Super Bowls and whatnot. You know what I mean? The Mets they won. Matter of
The
fact,
only reason other teams and media try to make us seem like a joke is because they can't live without us, right? So,
facts,
and yeah, information is going to go on and topics is going to be topics. We're not the most important topic, right?
facts.
But at the end of the day, you can't ignore the New York media at all. You feel what I'm saying?
We're the number
And
one market.
yeah, we got literally the number one market. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? We
Hmm.
got all the biggest shows, all the, you know what I mean? Might
Hmm.
not have the biggest
Hmm.
pods and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't think they really tapped into that side as much as they would like to be. But
Right.
it's because they keep it corporate and they not really authentic with it. They just trying to get views. You feel what I'm
Facts.
saying? But I think that our market, bro, you can't live without our market, and we relevant again. So we gotta appreciate
Hmm.
that and stop trying to mix it up so
Right.
quick, so we could get back to the old results that we used to have. We gotta
Right. Back
start
to the
getting
essence.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got to start getting used to these new results that we've been having, bro.
facts,
Getting to the feeling of winning and going to the playoffs 3 out of the past 4 years, 5 out of the past, or 4 out of the past 5 years, stuff like
facts.
that, bro. We got to get out of that loser mentality. I
Man,
get it. We
hold
got to
on.
stop. We've been battered and bruised so long, and
Yeah,
so,
man.
what
Black
I mean?
eyes and all type of ear
Yeah,
bitten off, Mike Tyson
busted
style and shit.
lips,
You know what I'm
swollen
saying?
tongues,
Boy,
but life ain't gotta be like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's
facts,
not
facts.
he's living like that, man. Just
Hold
to tell.
on. I just want to expound on something that you just said, dog. I just want to expound on something that you just said that just kind of brightened up my little light. Bruh, if the Knicks win, if the Knicks ever win the championship, do you know the jail system is gonna go? They gonna get 100% because we gonna be wilding. We get everybody getting locked up. Grandma getting locked up. Granddad getting locked up. Uncle, auntie, everybody getting locked up because
You
we
know what I
gonna
don't like
lose
about
our
that?
mind.
Because in Minnesota, if the Green Bay Packers win the championship, they'll let the whole system out there. They'll let them flip cars, set them on fire, dance, stomp on them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Mm-hmm.
going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the people
I'm
that
going to
fight go.
jail.
Probably the people that fight to go to jail, but the people causing just straight rampage and tyranny won't go to jail.
Tyranny, right? I know I'm going to jail. And dude, I might flip a car by myself because I'm gonna be so. I'll be so
Uh,
hyped, man. I might flip a truck or a car because the energy and the adrenaline that I'm gonna have if we ever get that damn chip, it will
I
not.
just don't.
It'll be
I just
crazy.
don't like now. So people can't blame Randall no more. They want to blame Tibbs. It's like, bruh, it ain't Tibbs' fault that a man stepped on that man's foot. It ain't
I got
Tibbs'
you.
that RJ went 1 for 10
Hmm.
in that game, right? Or Randall went 3 of 14, or
Hmm.
Jalen
Hmm.
Brunson dribbled to the baseline underneath the
Hmm.
basket and then threw a sloppy pass
Hmm.
when somebody's trying to establish position, not before they establish position or not after, while they're
Hmm.
trying to establish position.
Right, bro. I'm not blaming Randall. I mean, I did have. I no. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did have criticism for Randall and Tibbs.
Everybody deserves criticism.
You
Everybody,
know what I mean? Yeah,
everybody.
no diggity, no diggity. And when I don't wish no ill will or no ill fate on nobody and whatnot. And Randall had the surgery. I want him to recover from that. I want Tibbs to be more mindful. I know he had defensive groove. I just want him to be more mindful on some offense and stuff like that. And then know when to take your players out the game when you know the game is unreachable. Don't play them 38 seconds when you know you're about to lose and you down by 15. What kind of comeback that's going to be? And that's why I mentioned that Dallas game with the Knicks and Dallas and Dirk. I mean, Luca hit the joint
Yeah.
and sent it in overtime, and we wound up eventually losing. I call them the New York Dallas Knicks because we always doing trades between New York and Dallas. I don't know what the connection is with that, but
Hmm.
nonetheless,
Dallas. We trade with Dallas, Atlanta a lot.
facts, facts, facts.
We trade with certain teams a lot. Orlando.
But
That's
it's
like we
always
trying to get we
Dallas.
trying to get pipelines and shit to other teams.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
But
For
you
But
real.
know, but you know what? Autumn deals always one sided. Because I thought at first that Dallas deal, I thought that was one sided. Because we haven't even did we even get a pick yet? Because they was
no, we
all
didn't get nothing.
protected.
We
I
didn't
don't
get
even know if we
nothing.
got a pick. Yeah, for the Dallas, we gave them we helped that team out tremendously.
That's
Dallas.
why I call them the New York Dallas Knicks.
Did Porzingis materialize into anything with what's his name? He on Washington right now, so it
Well,
Who?
don't.
all the picks were protected. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing
Mm,
is, they had in another previous deal, they had gave up protected picks before they had gave up their first round picks a couple other years. So now
mm-hmm,
it's like the Knicks can't get that pick because they set it up where they're gonna start getting the picks after the other team finishes getting their picks.
mm-hmm,
So I'm
mm-hmm.
like, and the Knicks, all the Knicks picks were protected.
Hold on,
Somebody
fellas.
probably more knowledgeable than me might know, but I,
I mean,
I I
Right, right.
think that's what it
just
went down to.
What do you think about if KP come back? I mean, how do y'all feel if KB come back? Would that be feasible for us if KP and Kuzma come? I doubt it. But
I don't know. Yeah, I doubt it. I'm not sure how that's gonna fit. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I mean,
KP and Kuzma.
all right, how about just KP?
KP. I heard
I,
that before too. I've been asked that question.
KP.
And first on
And who you
my
giving up
first
for
thought,
him?
oh, KP a free agent. I think he can sign anywhere he
Facts.
wants.
You right. You right. My bad. You right. You definitely right. But yeah, that's the talk of the town. They talking about KP coming.
That's what I'm saying. So do we sign
Oh,
KP?
coming back.
KP had an interview where he said he regretted leaving New York. And when I remember that day that happened, I was like, he gonna
Ooh.
regret leaving New York because he getting so
Ooh.
much love in New York. He think it's like that
Oh no, he
everywhere.
got love. He got love.
Nah,
He
he
got
think it's
love.
like that everywhere. You gonna get a lot of hate, but you gonna get a
Yeah,
lot of
a
love.
lot of
Facts.
love.
I
Nigga,
agree. I
when you
agree.
fell in
I
love,
agree.
you love
A
that
lot
man.
of love, bro. And
When he
it's
shot
worth
that
it.
3-pointer,
Yeah,
Not
so we
everybody worth
love that.
it.
But he don't know that. Like I'm like, bro, how you gonna lead this team? Like we showing you so much love. You supposed to
He
be our
thought he
savior.
thought he
I
thought
watch every summer league game. That's
well,
he
it.
that was
thought
all.
them
That was in spite out of Carmelo because they was
thought them
treating
niggas
Carmelo
in
wrong.
Dallas love like New York niggas love. We love hard, my
Exactly. They
nigga.
love
Mm-hmm.
they giving you harsh criticism. We gonna give you
Mm-hmm.
gonna get harsh criticism, but you're gonna get some love too. People they got
Facts.
your back. They gonna have your back in New York,
All
and
day.
he realized that because I heard his brother was his agent, so he thought it was like some sucker shit. Oh, we go to NBA
Mm-hmm.
just to get a
Mm-hmm.
payday, and his brother was the one that's like leave New York. So he listened to his
Mm-hmm.
brother. That was the stupidest advice he could have ever took.
The
Yeah.
stupidest advice. I told me leave to New York. I'd have slapped the dog shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you should have what fucking yeah,
Like
you
leave New
fucking
York, leave New York.
dummy that we could get here. Are you fucking I'd have slapped the dog.
Oh
That's when you
man.
bring a
I'd have fired
consultant
him.
in.
I'd have fired him.
A
I'd
dude would have
have
said
fired him.
first thing he would have said, he said,
Fired him.
New York is not like every other
Other than
place.
that, I'd have
That's the
fired him
first
on
thing
the
I'm gonna
spot.
say.
Well, he said he left because of Carmelo, how they was treating Carmelo when
Yeah, I
Carmelo
Phil
heard
was
that
Jackson
not
too.
even
I
came
heard
on
in.
the
something
team
like that
no
too.
more. That's cat. Now you trying to use Carmelo, not you, bully. Nah, that's cat. Carmelo wasn't on the team. You was on the team after Carmelo got traded. Then y'all got us in the play, and then you got hurt. And then you was
He's
asking for a trade while you hurt when you ain't got no leverage.
okay. You know what? I'm gonna give you that. You know what, SK? I'm gonna give you that because you're
He
absolutely
ain't
right
got no
about that.
What makes him think he got leverage when he just blew his fucking knee out?
But he said he was ready to leave because he didn't like how Phil Jackson. He said he was ready to leave because he didn't like how Phil Jackson treated Carmelo
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
time,
I heard that too.
and
I
that he
agree.
said
I
he got
agree with
frustrated
how
with that.
Phil Jackson treated Carmelo was definitely
Oh man,
inappropriate.
yeah,
Definitely
Can we
man,
can
listen.
we can we all agree? I'm a Carmelo fan. I remember people asking me who your favorite
Salute
player in the
Carmelo.
NBA.
Happy
I was like, I'm a
retirement, Duke.
Carmelo. But was Carmelo? I don't know if Carmelo tenure it wasn't really a good Nick tenure. How y'all feel about that?
You know what?
hit and miss,
Okay,
bro. He didn't have the best players around him. He had a couple of
it
good
was a
That
teams.
catch
too.
22. Yeah,
That's
it
why I
was a
said the
catch
whole
22.
tenure. The whole
It
It
tenure.
was,
was good.
especially when he was in his
The Knicks,
prime.
we had to
He was
appreciate
prime
that
Carmelo.
competitive, and you know what I mean. We never lost too many crazy games and had too many bad seasons. His first 5 years with us was pretty good.
I mean, the
Hmm.
salary cap that having Stoudemire, that was what really And then we went out and got Tyson Chandler. He played to get your show. If we
So,
had a bad, if Melo had a bad
Yo,
tenure,
E.
Tyson Chandler didn't.
how many times
Yo,
we got to
E.
playoffs with Melo?
Yo,
Four?
E. Yo, E. Yo, SK. Yo, E. You know when
Yo, yo,
you know when I got mad at Stoudemire? Number one, Stoudemire. When that dude lost that game in Miami, he punched that dog on fire hydrant, or I
oh
mean,
hell yeah,
the extinguisher.
And then broke
yeah,
his
Why
hand and
would
left
you
he
do
Carmelo
broke
that?
his hand.
abandoned. Abandoned Melo because he couldn't control his temper. Has Julius done
Why would
that?
you do that?
That's the shit.
Ooh.
See, that's why
See,
people
here we go.
scared.
Here we go.
You
Go
know what
ahead,
I'm
SK.
saying?
Get
That's
with
why
it,
people
SK.
scared. They don't want that to happen
Go,
again.
SK. Get with it. Get with it, SK. Say it.
I'm
Say
just
it.
saying, like, they always trying to act like a dude super emotional and he can't control his emotions, but when he loses, does he go hurts the team further by breaking his own hand? Come on, man.
That's a scary thought, man. That's why people he get
That's a
part of his
now that was
criticism.
what you call fragile emotionally
There you
and
go, bro.
mentally.
I don't know. I'm not a
Yes.
doctor, bro. The
Oh, you're not a
actually
doctor.
diagnosed. I'm not. I can't diagnose
Ah,
Julius
Let
Randle
me let
at
me drop
all.
a bomb on that, man. You funny, bro.
yeah. Drop that ball.
Funny. But
Drop
let's
that
move
fucking
on,
ball.
bro.
Word.
I wanted to address this because I didn't get to address it, so I wanted all the details to come out. And Shannon Sharp talked about it a little bit, but he didn't really say much. He was talking in vague type of
I'm ready for this one.
stuff.
I'm
But
going. I'm definitely going to drop. Yeah.
apparently, Shannon Sharp is reportedly supposed to be leaving undisputed,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they said after the finals is over, that one of those weeks will be his last week there. So, what do you
Mm-hmm.
think about that? And what do you think is his next move, man? And we're gonna start with Bully, and then we'll go to UE.
No doubt. All right, I'm ready for it. Um, over. It was in the making. It was just over. It was over. It was over a long
But
time ago. It should have been
it,
over a long time
it
ago.
was over though, because you never know. You can move past the situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah. It was
Nah,
over.
it was over. It was over. When homeboy and the old Faye got up there and they was talking and he sunned them. Okay, I'm going to make 2 points real quick.
On
Go ahead.
live TV.
Go ahead. No, let me finish. E.
Yeah, I know.
Skip dissed him when they was talking about this Tom Brady thing, and then he Skip this his career as a football player. Skip ain't did shit besides be a
Mm-hmm.
commentator and whatnot. Yeah, he said his coach didn't make him a basketball player. Who gives a goddamn? You a commentator, dude,
You know what? Hold
or
on. Hold on. Let me parentheses on what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish. Right?
uh
Shannon
huh.
almost slipped and said, "I'm better than you." He almost slipped. It came out, but he bit the last part of it. It was like
I
he's
know.
better than you,
Hmm. I
and
know.
Shannon was like, "I'm better than you," and I was like, "Oh, he done." He
Nah,
done.
Facts. Facts.
the
Continue,
thing,
play. Continue.
Shannon is better than Skip Bayless. If you look at the rate,
All
like,
around the board, all around the world,
and
better,
I think the
better,
world
bro.
know that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Continue.
Hmm.
Continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right, no, it's all good. It's all good, King. Check this. Um, it was over how Skip sent him. It didn't talk about put your glasses on and da da da
Yeah,
and da.
that was it. Yeah.
I ain't like that part. That's like you know. All right, so we gonna do a little history. Back in the day, you know how old phase or Euros be trying to rub black boys' heads like, yeah, calm down, fuck out of here, the fuck out of here. I don't want to cuss too much, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So Shannon kept hood,
Composure.
his composure and his hood in his suit. But I guarantee you, in the
It hurt.
streets, in the
Mm-hmm.
streets, it wouldn't have been that.
Yeah.
He'd have washed them up.
Exactly.
He'd have washed them up. He'd have washed them up.
I was like,
Okay.
yo, Shannon about to catch a case on live TV.
You
You know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? but
No,
but
no.
but
When he took his glasses off, you know,
yeah.
yo, bro, because when you start getting mad for real, you start getting hot, you start getting
Your
bothered.
hands get
Man,
sweaty.
you just start you like, man, let me take this hat off because
Yeah.
I don't need one dude to
Yes,
grab it
sir.
when I step.
Hold on,
You know what I mean?
kid.
Yeah, like he took his glasses
Word,
off, like, yo, man,
word.
I'm about to come across this table on
Yeah, I'm
your
about
ass
to
real
watch
quick.
this dude
Say,
right
nigga, I'm
now.
about to yank your toupee off. You keep talking like that.
You can peep his
He
body language
took
in his
his
Yo, drop
glasses
that
off.
glasses.
ball. Drop that ball. You about to get washed. Word.
Like, you gotta
I'm
chill
telling
with them
you.
football players. They got PT.
Hold on. Hold on. He knew it. He knew it.
That's
And
why
he
he was
had to
like,
say,
put your
yo,
glasses back on because it was
put
like,
your glasses on.
bruh, that's fighting words. Taking your glasses off like that, taking your hat,
Bro,
taking
It's
your
about to go
sweater off, that's
down.
fighting words. You ain't even gotta
It's
say
about to
let's
go
fight.
down.
If me and him getting into an argument, he take his sweater off on me, I'm gonna think, Oh, we about to
Okay,
fight.
get ready. Start loosening up a little. Get a few
That's the
stretches
first thing
in.
I'm
Like
gonna
it's
think.
something about to
We
go
about to
down.
fight.
You know
I'm not
what
gonna
I'm
think
saying?
why he
Oh my
taking his
god.
sweater off. No, I'm gonna think, oh, we about to fight.
Yeah, we about to
Nah,
fight, right?
but
But
then Skip.
go ahead, E. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna finish going after he took his glasses off. But continue.
All right. So the second point I want to say is I think Shannon kind of lost his way as a dude. Mega salute. How you
Mega,
doing,
what up?
bro?
What up? Mega.
Word. I
Lose
think
his way
I
and
think
what? Lose his way and how?
okay. What I want to say is from where he was growing up, from where he grew up from in Georgia, the holes in the roof, laying with grandma, 15 years old, coming up, and he got that bag, and he kept getting that bag and getting that bag and getting that bag. Now you don't remember where the hell you come from because you're dealing with this exclusive elites, and now everybody that's not you no more, you tear down. Kwame Brown, John Morant, and I'm not giving them dudes no outs, but what I'm saying, you have a big platform to show yourself to the world, to extinguish yourself from everybody else, every other cooning that be going on. You cooning,
Mm-hmm. He
you
combed his
cooning,
ass
dude.
up that day.
And I know he be in the streets and shit like that, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna say two more things. Do a better job. If you gonna move on, do a better job to put black situations in life. And don't be no suspect, nigga. That's it.
I think it was a
He got he
horrible
got he got his,
position.
he got his he got his nigga wake up call, and they brought his
Yeah.
ass out. They brought his ass out because he wasn't because the
He
white
probably don't want to air with him.
the OFA, the Euro got more status with the network than he do, and his platform is bigger with that Shay. Any nigga that calling
With
himself Shay,
with
get
his
the hell out of here.
podcast, yeah. He getting
All
that
right.
podcast money now.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to mess up nothing and whatnot. But I
Yeah.
think I think
Bro,
the nigga a switch
you couldn't
hitter,
go
and I think
crazier
he a
than I
cornball sometimes.
you couldn't go crazier than I've went on this channel already, bro. So you know what I
I'm
mean? This is
sorry.
it's a good version of me today for sure, 100%. Uh if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, fam. If you
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah, no doubt.
that
This
man's
is
been
what
Nah.
we
cool,
talk about
that's
in
how
the
you feel.
barbershop.
Bro.
This is what we
Can't
talk
take that
about in
from
the barbershop, man.
if you feel like you've been cooling and raccooning it up, that's how you feel, bro. That
Mm.
you know what I mean? I think he not as bad as Stephen A, but
No, far from it. Far from it. Far.
Nah, we ain't saying that. He might make some appearances on ESPN for all we
but
know.
but
You know
that's
what I
You
not
know
mean?
no
what? They
excuse.
might team up.
Hold on. That's not no
For all we
excuse.
know,
I
yeah.
don't hold on. I don't think he is bad as Stephen A, but that's not an excuse either. They definitely be going hard on particular type of people. Who those
Yes.
people are, we all know. I ain't gotta state it, right?
Fact.
But
Well, Skip is not in the. He's not in the central, like the Cowboys always being first topic of the segment. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. got his little thing with that, with the because he hate the Cowboys. That's like a little catch or whatever. You
So he
know,
better have the
Skip.
cowboy hat on with his cigar and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's we get that. But he got all that from Skip. Skip a crazy Cowboy fan, and
Mm.
you know they just gotta. A lot of stuff they doing is it seems like it came from Skip. So Skip is a very accomplished sports person, believe it or not. You know what I
I
mean? Like
agree.
he
I
did a
agree.
lot. You know what I'm saying? He been doing it since the 80s, but he overstepped his boundaries when he got on live TV and the way he
Mm-hmm.
treated Shannon Sharp. Because I thought he was ready to jump out his you know what
nah,
I'm
he
saying?
tried to. He tried to, and that wasn't the first time. That wasn't the first time he did
It
it either,
wasn't.
right? That,
You're right.
that wasn't the first time he did it.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the
Mm-hmm.
only. That was the first time Shannon was like, "Yo, bro, how many times I'm gonna let this dude diminish
Yeah,
my
yeah,
career?"
yeah. How many times I'm gonna let you rock? Yeah.
And he did it. He did it more than he did it like 4 or 5 times
Mm-hmm.
throughout the
Mm-hmm.
years.
And
But
then
But
it was
showed that his brother was messed up. I mean,
yeah,
what's his brother name?
Shannon Sterling.
Sterling.
Sterling. He said your brother wasn't like that either. I was like, whoa, wow. You gonna let that
Skip
rock?
I would
reminds me
have
like
been
you
like,
fresh.
bruh, I'm like, yo, first of all, Skip, you wouldn't be nothing without Stephen A. Smith or me, boy.
Speak
Shut your
on
mouth.
it. Speak on it.
I would have he could have said that, right? Because it's like his show was down the tubes. Stephen A. came,
Word.
viewership went up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Cold pizza was trash,
It
bro.
was
Cold
they
Cold
pizza.
pizza
changed
was
the name.
doo-doo. Yeah,
They
that was
changed the
doo-doo,
name.
man.
ESPN2. It was getting no
Mm-hmm.
love.
No love.
It was trash. That's when Skip eyebrow used to be up like the arrow, and his hair was more red. I remember.
Facts,
No,
facts,
they was
facts.
a good tandem though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's just skip this, skip that. I just know when a violation happened, it happened. When he was talking about DeMar Hamlin, you know the dude that died on the field.
Yeah, yeah,
He
nah.
didn't
He
die.
got
He
he
didn't
ain't
die.
die.
He got
He ain't die.
resuscitated. He got resuscitated, of
Right, right.
course. You know what I mean?
That
But I'm just
what
talking
Skip
about how
say? He
Skip looked at it.
worrying about his
He didn't.
wages.
He didn't die. That's
Exactly. He worried
for
about it. Like
everybody in the
dude just
chat. He
almost
did not
died
die.
on the field.
He did
And
not
he's
die.
talking.
Hey, East, he did not die on the field. Stop saying
Well,
that.
you know, and not die. So he got resuscitated on the field. If that, whatever. But he did die. You know what I'm saying? His heart stopped.
Well,
Call it what you
they said
want.
his heart stopped. Yeah,
Yeah, he died. He
technically,
died on the
you know
field.
what? Yo, SK on the real tip, he damn near he died and came back.
He
That's on some
died on the
facts.
field. like real shit. That's some
Mm-hmm.
real shit. Hate to call it what you want it. But then Skip, he tried to capitalize. How they gonna make this up? Because this could be a playoff contention thing.
Nah. He said, "How they gonna take this long?" And I was like, "Yo, is Skip?" When I read the tweet, I was like, "Yo, Skip can't be serious with this fucking tweet." I read that
I
shit
think
like, "Yo,
Skip had a
son."
point though.
I'm like, "Yo," I'm
I
like,
no,
"Yo,
think
facts,
God,
facts,
yo,
God
facts.
bless
bro,
Hamlin
almost
for being
died."
alive.
I'm like, yo, bro, almost died on the field in front of everybody on a like a Thursday night game. You talking about why they taking so long, bro? Somebody would have
Yeah,
slapped your fucking head for talking that stupid, bro. What are
yeah,
you
Players
talking
was
man,
about?
crying
yeah.
on the
Word,
field. You know what
word,
I'm saying? You don't know
word.
what's going on. You saw the players crying
He's
on the
like,
field.
usually
Just
they,
want the game to
he
continue.
was no, he was like, they would never cancel the game for anything else. I'm like, yo, my nigga almost died on the
Is you
field.
serious?
What are you
So
talking about? This ain't no regular situation.
nah.
Like this is unprecedented right here. Like
It's
nigga, he
right,
almost
unprecedented,
died.
right?
You
We
know
ain't
what I'm
never seen
saying?
this before. Is you
He didn't
Never.
serious?
he didn't
You know
see
what I'm
how
saying?
insensitive his fucking words came across. He didn't see it at all.
But then when
So
Shannon tried
I
to
think
present that to him, he saw how he lashed at him. You know what I mean? That was
Great
the first
point.
time.
When
Great
he
point.
tried to present it to him, he was like, "I'm
Great
not taking
point.
my tweets down." He's like, "Yo, I was gonna tell you not to take your tweets down, but I can't even get to
Great
my
point.
fucking monologue."
It
Great
is.
point.
That
Great
was that
point.
was when you knew. Like I was like, something brewing.
Yeah, that's
And
why I said I thought he was gonna Hulk out. Like I thought Shannon was gonna Hulk out and rip that damn suit off
Go
and,
ahead,
yeah,
Jim.
and, and, and get the
Go
dummy
ahead, Jim.
here about to shoot the five with him.
And
You know what I'm
Jim,
yeah. I
Jim
saying?
thought
was
he wasn't
smart.
gonna be back. I thought he was like, yo,
Jim,
this is the last segment. He gonna take the segment off and probably come back later next week, probably because Skip violated that man just right there
Yes,
when
he
he did
did.
that.
That was total
You know what I'm saying?
violation. Yes.
yo,
And then
and
the
Nah,
next day,
he didn't get violated. Shannon took the bigger
But
picture
he
route
took the high
because
road. You know, he took the high road.
he knew if he spazzes on Skip on national television,
he's getting canceled. He's getting canceled. It's no matter what, he's getting canceled.
who's
You
gonna
know what I'm saying?
who's gonna look
You know
crazy?
that.
If he
They
see
gonna
it,
rest his
You know the
life
if
cancel
on
it's on
live
culture.
YouTube
TV.
in our little pocket
Cancel
where
culture
only us
is
see it, right?
over for him.
Hold
So
on.
Shannon Rowe made a wise move.
If he spazzes on that dude on national television, bruh, he may
Oh,
never get a job again, son.
Never.
never.
YouTube will probably
Never.
block all his content. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he gonna be working on Amtrak. Yo, word.
But see, that's the thing. Like
Ooh.
Skip was really, really pushing it because these football
Yeah, he
players, and
antagonist.
Shannon was a
He
great
antagonizes. He
football player.
definitely is an
Let's not say
antagonizer. He definitely
Facts.
is
he's
an
very
antagonist because
Agonizer.
Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Famer.
yeah, and nah, Skip, no, he out of fucking pocket, bro. You shouldn't have tweeted that when the man could have damn near died right on the field. You talking about them postponing the game or canceling the game or just chalking the game up. Now you trying to make it seem like the game is bigger than this man's life, right? You're a fool for that, right? No
Mm-hmm.
matter how long, people have died and murdered themselves and all types of stuff from just playing football and other sports. So you being insensitive to all those type of things if we want to jumble it in, right? So he knew where he was coming from when he said it. So
Mm-hmm.
after he did that to Shannon, like, oh damn, you just some dumb, stupid football player perform for me,
Facts.
donkey. Then he was like,
Yeah.
all right, okay, I got something for you.
Facts.
I got
Yo,
because
yo,
when
SK,
a person show you who they are for real, believe them. Know what I mean?
yo, SK and E, yo, SKE,
What's up?
Mega, in the comment, yo, he just tweeted something so fucking real. TV ratings is down. Entertainment values and everything is crazy right now. This is the shit.
That's what
This
they
is the
wanted.
shit.
Yeah, no, we definitely know. We definitely know it's, but to a point, bro. Like you gonna only let
Right
a
to a
person
point.
insult your
Yes.
integrity to a
We don't want to
point,
see nobody
right?
die on the goddamn
It's
field or
like,
nothing
bro,
like that.
Shannon Sharp is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He played on the
Mm-hmm.
Broncos since like '87. He went to like
Mm.
fucking 8 or 9 Pro Bowls. He ain't no fucking pick of the
Ain't no
litter or tight end.
slouch.
Right,
You
he
know
ain't
what
no
I'm
punk.
saying?
He ain't no sucker.
There's
Ain't
only
no
like
slouch.
there's only like 2 or 3 tight ends better than him. One being Tony Gonzalez, and
Nah. He might have.
Ooh,
Tony
That's
Gonzalez,
another argument.
Tony Gonzalez was a beast, bro. Tony Gonzalez was a beast.
yeah, he was funky,
But
especially on
I'm
the
saying, I
keep.
mean, you can say
Word.
Gronkowski. I can get with that. But
Yeah,
Gonzalez was nice
Gronkowski.
too. Yeah,
Gronk, Gronk,
Gronkowski.
No, he got busy.
Gronk, as far as like catching Gronk, not with the yards though. Nah.
Nah, Gronk all time, bro. Gronk all time. I'm just being
All right,
honest.
but I
Good
still
point,
got
Mega.
I got Shannon over Gronk, but that's me. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I could I could rock with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt that. When you say Shannon over Grunt, continue. You're right. I'm listening.
all
I can
I'm saying,
believe that.
I'm saying it's debatable, right? So that's where you want to be when you are all time great. It's always going to be debatable. He's not
Mm-hmm.
out of the conversation. He's in the conversation as one of the
Mm-hmm.
top tight ends to ever touch it. To catch a pass from that
Facts.
position. So when he's talking to this man and undermining what he's done in his career for
And that
another
man
dude,
ain't never been on the
just
goddamn
come
field.
on, bro. Like
Never.
you got it. Sometimes, bro, you got to take a nigga nuts out your mouth, bro, and just keep it
Hell,
real. God
word. Get
damn.
the
Tom Brady,
glizzy
like
out.
he was caping for
Get
Tom
that
Brady
glizzy
for
out.
that one.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh, he
no
loving Tom
disrespect,
Brady
bro.
to
Just gotta
death,
keep it
man.
real, bro.
The death. Like,
Take your hands off that man Weibos and keep it real, man. Damn.
but you gotta understand it too. Think about this. Shannon Sharp was a football player, and he didn't just stop playing football like last year, 5 years ago.
It's
He
about
went
10
through
years or something.
a gruesome career. He got like three. He got
And he
three
had the
rings.
cancer, right? He
He
had
got three
cancer at one
rings.
point.
Oh, he had
But
cancer too? I didn't even know that.
yeah, he had cancer at one point. Yeah, he had
I
cancer.
thought he just took like a hiatus from TV because remember he was on
No, no,
Impact,
no,
he
no,
was on
no.
CBS.
He had cancer before he got on the tube, not YouTube, but on TV and whatnot. Yeah, he had cancer and he beat it and stuff. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry for family. The one thing that I did want to say about Shannon Sharp is he is after he beat his cancer, he's not a drinker or a smoker, right? But he get on
Right.
that whatever, and he be smoking Tiparillos and promoting liquor. You know, I
Yeah.
ain't saying he's sitting there guzzling or he's smoking hard, but don't say you don't do this and
You
that.
think he
You promote.
compromised his integrity? I can see. You think he compromised his
Yeah.
integrity
I
Yes,
think it's
SK.
Hollywood.
for his brand, for his brand.
That's
Yes,
Hollywood
SK.
right there. He getting caught up in that Hollywood life. I'm sorry.
He
Yes,
might not even
SK.
drink or smoke, bro. It might be apple juice in that motherfucking
It
cup. We never
probably is. You
actually
never know. You
Facts,
never
but
know.
don't put it out there like you do this.
you never really know.
Hey, don't
But
don't put the
perception is
beaches
reality,
don't put
right?
the
And
beaches
this
apple
blood
juice in
could be
there.
full of tobacco, but you never fucking know. So you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Yeah,
But
Perception.
what I'm saying is the
people loving it.
perception. It's the perception. You know, your eye
Yeah.
test, how you look at things. Don't
Yeah.
put it out there that you don't do this, but when you get on your show, you do this. No, no, don't do that, bruh.
Yeah,
So
he
that's
was
one of the
trying too
fake
hard.
tactics.
He be trying too
Right.
hard. You could tell when he first started the what was it, Undisputed, he would come out with a bottle of Henny. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And the
This now like
Tiparello with the black
he
and
reached
mild.
it. Yeah. Yeah. People thought that was like kind of funny. They thought it was a running joke. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he do be trying hard, too hard.
Right.
But the club Shay
Don't
Shay, you know, he got enough clout where he be getting some good guests.
Interviews and guests. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's good. Shannon Sharp is really gonna be all right, I believe. All
Hmm.
in all, you know what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
he cool
What
with
y'all?
LeBron.
I
You know
got.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
he
he
cool with
got
LeBron.
connections. He
Shit, him
got
and LeBron might be
connections.
laying in the same bed with each other and whatnot.
Talk
I'm
about
sorry.
on this topic, man.
He
Great
a
topic, man.
little suspect. He a little suspect.
Yo, E, suspect.
Yo,
I
yeah.
think he a switch hitter. I think he a
He
switch hitter, bro.
a
I ain't gonna
little
front.
suspect. I just want to throw that out there, little curveball, real quick.
Yeah, yo, Curry, bro.
Man,
I ain't gonna front. Yo, the
chill,
words
man.
that I'm speaking on right now is the words of Boulevard, and it's just my opinion. I'm sorry.
All
I think
good,
that
man.
nigga is
I
a
ain't
switch
tripping
hitter.
on that. I was just saying, chill. But
I think that nigga
Yo, but you know these
he a
NFL
two-way
players be
player.
having that
That
PTE.
nigga a two-way
You know what
player.
I'm saying?
hold on, fellas. Hold
You
on,
never
fellas.
know what he's thinking.
I got another question. I
What's
heard
up?
something about Lonzo knee being so bad that he got like this new type of surgery that's nobody ever had before, and
I
he's
heard.
coming.
Yeah, I heard.
I heard that too.
So,
I
what y'all,
heard.
what y'all
I
think
heard.
about Lonzo and his knee, man? Let's talk
I heard
about
he
it.
might not be able. Yo, I heard he might not ever be able to play again.
Play again. Yeah, I think
I heard that
they say that
too.
his career
I heard it was
might be over.
I heard he tried. He was going to try and come back off this surgery, but he the first person to get it or some shit like that.
I wanted the Knicks to get him bad too, but
Oh,
that's crazy.
you would have set us up for this failure right now.
I probably would. That's why I would have to
And
accept that. I can
that's
accept
why I
the things like that. I can accept.
see what
I
I
can
be saying,
accept that.
buddy?
You know what I'm
See what I
saying?
be saying,
I
Boulevard?
heard you.
Because at the time it was a good idea, right?
No,
Niggas,
it would have
I
been a
got
nobody,
you,
not
man.
terrible
Yo,
idea
E, you
because he would
wrong
have
for
got
that
that new
one.
surgery that nobody
You
ever
wrong for
heard
that
of or
one.
they just created with us, nigga. And we would have been
oh
paying for it.
nah.
It would have been on our tax dollar.
I've been holding back what I want to say. I was gonna let you finish before
Ah,
you said first
hey, yo, E,
surgery
you
that
wrong for that. You
was
wrong for
ever
that
made.
one.
I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true. Let me say something real quick.
Hmm.
So I can stop from talking.
Nah,
Hey, yo,
man.
E, you wrong for that one. Boy, you is,
But nah, that's crazy
and
though.
thank God that we didn't get the old
He
boy.
almost set us up for like $180 million failure plus surgery.
Facts.
Bro,
And
but let
then
me ask you
some.
this. But I'll hit you with this question, man. And for my
Oh,
comeback, was everybody down with signing Jalen Brunson last year?
I
I
was.
was. I was.
I said, was everybody down though?
You
I don't know
wasn't.
about everybody. I'm talking about me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I
yeah,
said you. You was the main.
I
You
said
was
on
the
the
main
hold
culprit
on,
though.
let me finish my thing real quick. I was like, all right, I wanted a point. I know we needed a point guard. Don't act like I didn't know. I've been clamoring for a point guard for years. So I was like, we need a point
Nigga.
guard. Lonzo Ball looked like I don't think they're gonna match his offer or whatever. So I said, all right, cool. That's a good look. He was actually a
Mhm.
good look. He got the size. I mean, I think he's shooting better.
He's
Things
cap.
like that. You know
He
what I'm saying?
wanted
So,
Ty, he wanted Tyus Jones.
well, I said
Yeah.
Titus Jones.
Yeah.
I ain't want Titus Jones.
He
I wanted the
wanted
best
Tyus
point guard on
Jones
the market at the.
or the point guard that Atlanta got, Murray. He wanted them guys.
Murray. Yeah, D. Murray.
All right, yeah, D Murray. I can stand by that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I really stand by
It's
that.
on tape. It's on tape.
And you, and as far as I have no reason to lie, as far as Tyus Jones is a good point guard. If you watch basketball and you look and you like, yo, Tyus Jones is he's a starter. He's really a starter, but he playing behind John Morant. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people
Mm.
didn't see that. I saw that. And then you look and you see he had the best turnover. What was it? The best
Ratio.
turnover to ratio, yeah, NBA history. And I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
at that too, and I'm thinking like, damn, we need a point guard. So you feel what I'm saying? So it came to me like, wow, he's the best point guard for us, and he's a willing defender because Tibbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Tibbs want. And I was like, yeah, Titus Jones. But everybody didn't want everybody last year. Everybody didn't want what's his name? Jalen Brunson, because we didn't know we didn't know
Nah,
that.
I'm
We
on
didn't
Jalen.
see that coming. We didn't see that coming. So yeah, I was wrong
Well,
on
And
that
based
I'm
part.
off
glad that we got him. I'm glad he's a
I'm glad we
superstar,
got
man.
him.
hold
I'm
on,
glad we
He's a
got him.
superstar. He's a
performance, that's
superstar.
what people expected out of him. So they thought he was going to exceed that for real, and he did exceed that.
He
Mm.
exceeded it by a mile, and
Facts.
however long you want, that's
Facts.
what he did. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Yeah.
Facts.
So yeah,
So
Right.
I admit I was wrong about that, but that's crazy what happened with Lonzo. That said that
yo, hold on,
experimental surgery.
Man,
stop right there,
man,
stop right
man.
there, stop right there, stop right there. 129.07. E admits he's wrong for the first time ever in his life. I'm just messing with.
It's all good, man. Sometimes you gotta, humble pie, man.
Humble pie, word. Humble pie. I was about to say that.
Humble
Humble pie,
pie.
baby.
Man, I be
Word,
trying
dude.
to tell. Why
Word.
you think we be going hard for these stuff? We trying to tell y'all, man. Get off the emotional stuff. Just because I say it loud don't mean I'm dissecting it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I
It's
just
all
try to go
good,
with the
man.
vibe, throughout it
Word.
all. Whatever. You say your shit. You say blatant things at me. I try to throw sneak shots at you.
Hold on. Suppose we like, if, all right. Suppose Ball was balling, and he was with the Knicks, right? See, I just thought of a little quick scenario, and we watch him, and we up by like 30 or something, and that dude fuck up and hurt himself. If we lose the game and we lose more games, I'm telling you right now, I would be so upset, dog. I ain't gonna front on you.
hmm
I would wish him to come back, but I don't
They've
want him.
they've already
At that point,
established.
is like we saw it.
They've already established that the big baller brand shoe messed up Lonzo ankles, which ultimately messed up his knees.
They
Wow,
still
that's
selling that?
crazy.
They was trying to
That's crazy.
play in them shits, and he used to have to change the sneakers every quarter.
I didn't know that. I
I
really
ain't
didn't
know
know
that
that.
either. That's news to me
That's
right there.
He was like, I'm
right,
not
right.
playing them shits no more. Them shits is trash.
I did not know that.
So
I
who was
applaud
it
the
this
black
nigga
man
though?
trying to make a black business though, but I didn't know that.
I ain't know
You
that.
gotta
That's
have a
news to
quality
me.
shoe. You need a quality shoe. These people been making shoes for 100 years. You don't want no person just making your shoe today. The fuck?
Man,
yo,
these niggas ball out
yo, I'm
In
gonna make you
Converse
some
All
shit.
Stars. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna run up and down the
You know what
court
I'm
with him.
saying? Used to go
I'm good. I'll take
barefooted,
that
bro.
Nike contract. I'm
It
sorry,
ain't
bro.
the
At
shoes.
least they
It
know how
wasn't
to
the
make shoes.
shoes.
At least
Man, you
I
made
know
me fuck up
motherfucking
my
ankles and
bag.
shit ain't gonna be tore up.
Unless they was trying to make an air bubble and put the wrong
Yeah.
amount of air in it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
There's nothing playing. They
I
was
give
playing in
people what
Converse All Stars, man, for a long in
Oh.
the '70s.
I
You
get
know that.
make a
Give me
brand and
some
shit.
canvas shoes,
I
man.
get
Put
You
them
know
you
up.
what
to
I'm
make
saying?
a brand.
He got some canvas shoes.
I
It's
get you to
hard,
make a
man.
brand and shit, but
It's
you can't
hard,
get your
man.
shit from the cheapest factory in China and then think you just about to fuck no, that ain't about to work.
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Man. Get the
That
fuck
ain't
out of
working, bro.
here. Oh shit.
They got him a crib. His
Oh,
parents got a crib out the whole deal. So
I mean, fuck
listen.
that.
I
Man,
Man, you
them
respect
gonna be
niggas,
on
LeVar
cheers
Ball.
lounge before
them
you
had
know
money,
it.
man. What you
I
talking
respect
about?
his pops, bro.
No,
I
I
Man,
respect
respect
his.
him too, but he a little buggedy up, but he
Yeah,
cool.
he a little crazy, but I agree with you on that one too. He's so fucked up.
Yo,
you need a little delusion to get your kids where you wanted to get them in life, man. You gotta be delusional. You gotta believe what you believe and believe that
yeah,
only.
well, you see what happened with Serena father, Richard. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely a tyrant, but he got them where they need to
He
be.
got him where he was.
You
Yeah,
know,
pushed him
yeah, even though they
the
sold
right
out,
way
but it's
too.
cool. It's cool. It's cool. It
You
wasn't
say
No,
like
even though
nobody.
he made it. Think about it. He had two. So he had to reach. I guess three. I guess you could consider him being that he
Nah,
made
the
it
boy had
to the.
five. He had five, and he had two that was in tennis. The other one passed away, got killed in the job by a shooting and whatnot. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was on it. He was on it as a father should be.
and he knew
You know what I mean?
who to go at, you know what I'm saying, who to pick. I
Yeah,
want Venus and Serena gonna be the best.
Serena.
'Cause I saw the movie, you know what I'm saying? It's thinking like Serena
Facts.
gonna be the best. So we ain't
Facts.
even gonna we just let her groom herself until she's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good movie though.
I know.
I'm gonna
Serena,
throw that out there.
whenever
That
you're
was
ready to leave that old fame,
you know
that Euro,
the
come
movie was
see
only
me, baby.
happened in real life, right?
Say what happened?
Movie was only a depiction of what happened in real life, so it's a
Yeah,
separate.
I know all
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't real, but what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
it was I'm glad they did it like that right there though. Because they made it
Facts.
seem like we we care about our kids. You know what I'm saying? Shit like
Well,
that.
we all, if we got kids, we care about them. I don't know about what's going on today in the
It's
world, but I could tell.
not
I care
seemingly,
about
it's
mine.
true. It's not seemingly, it's true. We care
It's
about our
true.
children.
You
Yes,
just
we
can't
do.
say every
This ain't
father's
no
a
movie.
deadbeat. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Wow.
He went as a
hey,
father. He had daughters. He raised them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Worked double
Mm-hmm.
shifts
Yes, he
all the
did.
while. He raised them, and I
Yes, he
thought that
did.
was a good depiction of a black man
That's right.
taking care of his
And
family.
we definitely need more of that every day. We need more of that
Exactly. There you go. You
every
know what I
day.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? Every day we need more depictions of our skin,
melanated.
black melanated skin, black. Hold on, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a little
On the
tea
big
though.
screen.
But anyway, on the
You know
big
what I'm saying?
screen,
On the big
but
screen. Yeah.
in the big
I get
screen,
exactly. We need our people depicted in a brighter light more
yes,
often.
All of that, all of
yes.
that. Yeah, that's why I respect Lonzo Ball father, because even
Mm.
though the media, the national media, the mainstream media, or whoever
Try to
you
tear
want
him
to
down.
call it,
Mhm.
they put him down. Like he was
Yes, he
like, "What
did.
the hell is he doing?" This and that.
Hmm.
So even if it was the shoes that got Lonzo the way he was, or whatever, I don't believe that. I'm not gonna feed into that, because
What
like
was that
they
game?
trying to bring
Is it
that
the
man down.
shoes?
I
That's what
don't
they
think
trying
that.
to
I don't
do.
think that. I don't think that. I don't think that's on his father. If the shoes was terrible because you got it from the cheapest fucking
You gotta think about
factory
it.
in
Yeah,
China,
yeah, the
that's
But
manufacturer.
but he had
China's
a
fault.
con artist.
And the
He had a
person,
con artist working for him, right?
hold on, exactly. You got to let me finish, right?
I continue.
He got his shoes from the cheapest factory in China, and the person you put in charge of finding that factory where you're gonna get the shoes doesn't do a good job. You feel what I'm saying? That's why his dude that was stealing money got fired.
He was a con artist,
Mm.
so he ain't care about the company in the long run. You see
Scamming.
what I'm saying? So like you
Mm.
said, he hired the cheapest company he could find, and
Kept the
the
rest of the money.
outcome, Lonzo knee is he getting experimental. Well, I mean, you could add, we can't actually say that happened, but I mean, come on, like we could put two and two together and say, all right, well, what if it was the knee? What if it's the shoes?
Even
Well,
if it
because he
even
got
if
them
it
from the
wasn't a
worst
major
company in China.
even if it wasn't a major factor, it still contributed because he should have had better quality shoes due to the fact that he's an NBA player, due to the fact that he should have just took a regular fucking sneaker deal because he was the second pick in the overall fucking draft.
I knew it was real when he started wearing Nikes. This is
Mm.
probably like in the second or third season. I knew I was like, all right, something wrong with them sneakers.
How many
He
seasons
started
he
wearing
have?
Nikes, huh?
Also been
How
in the
many?
league like 6 to 7 years now.
He been in the league 6, 7 years now.
Yeah, he came in with I think did he come up with
Wow.
Tatum? With Tatum in him?
Oh, time flies. Time flies. Yeah, Tatum. Yep, yep. You're
Yeah,
right.
he came in with Tatum in him. Yeah, he was right
You're right,
between
E.
Tatum and Fultz. Right
You're
between
right.
them two.
Yeah, yeah. Well, folks. Oh, folks, man. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh man, that's another story right
I
there.
think
Yeah.
Foles came out before him, the
Not
year before.
okay, I don't
Okay,
remember.
okay, 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 okay. Cool.
But that's a shame too, because I thought the Knicks should have got him. They only got
He
him.
came out the year De'Aaron Fox came out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I
I
remember they
like
played in
Fox,
that
man.
game. They played in the
I like Fox.
in the
The
national. I
rookie
think in the
game.
Final Four. I think they played
Yeah, yeah.
Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
versus UCLA. I saw that game. I
UCLA.
was
Yep. Kentucky versus UCLA. Yep. A
yeah.
fact. That's a
Fox
fact.
was balling
Like,
that game.
so
Fox is
so
like, I'm the best point guard in the country. What is it? What is the world? What is the national media talking about? He's like, I'm the
Ooh.
best point guard in the country. And he showed
Fox
it
is a
that night
monster.
too.
Fox is a
the best
monster, man.
percentage on Lonzo coming back for real. What's your percentage? E? Give me a percentage on him coming back.
Mm.
50
Mm.
50. I mean, 40
50-50?
40%. 50 50. I get 50 50.
50-50,
I, I
both. What's
I
your percentage?
agree. I agree. I agree. 50-50.
50?
50-50. Yep. What
I
you
feel
think,
bad for
homeboy?
Lonzo, bro, because Lonzo's supposed to be promising. He had the defense. He was athletic. He could do. He was a damn near 3 level scorer. He just had to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
be consistent, change his jump shot, show
Mm-hmm.
progression, and then fucking having fucked up knees. That
Yeah.
sucks.
That's gonna hold him
I'm trying
back.
to tell
He
you,
gonna come
do you
back
think you
because
came back? I'm
you
sorry, E. Go
saw
ahead, bro.
you saw what happened to Livingston. So he gonna come back. You know what I mean? But it's gonna probably be in a different role.
All
Sean
right. So, and
Livingston.
what kind of capacity he coming back in? Is he
They
coming off the
probably
bench? He ain't gonna be no damn starter.
bench. Yeah, Sean Livingston. Remember Sean Livingston? He was the backup
Yeah,
on
the
the
light skin of the boy. The light skin
Yeah,
of the boy. Yeah.
you saw he probably might have that type of role, backing up like a star because he was backing up Curry. But he was more like he used his size. That's how he was able to score. He didn't have no athleticism no more after he hurt his knee the way he did. And I think that's going to be the role Lonzo is going to probably have, and if he continues to play in the NBA.
Okay. Okay.
I
What
don't
you
even
think?
know.
What you think, homeboy? SK.
I don't know if he's gonna play in the NBA or not, man. It's definitely fucking. He ain't played in what, like 2 years?
And
That's
Bell.
true.
That's why I say 50-50, dude. And if you
Yeah.
don't see him on the floor, if you don't see him on the floor by the season that's coming in 23,
At the next season, right?
he might be in
Nah,
Mexico City.
he ain't played in 2 years.
Well, he's not playing next season, so that's why I said. So I said after that season, at the next season,
He
Nah,
not. He
man.
out next season. How you know
he
that?
out the season
Yeah,
because
he.
that's what I heard. You just said it too.
Oh,
He
he
out the
finished
next
then.
season.
Fuck it. He finished. He finished
No,
then.
He
He
out
finished.
the next season.
He
The
finished.
Bulls got to eat that. They might have like an injury waiver, but
Ain't
I think he
never
only
wish
got
that
one
on
year on his
nobody.
deal.
But he
So they
finished
probably
then.
like
Mm.
we're gonna keep this. We just gonna let his contract expire because
crazy.
it's a wrap for dude. It's a 50-50. Like he not when he come
Yeah,
back,
that's
he probably
yeah,
gonna be able to work
yeah.
with the training staff, but he not gonna be part of the team.
He's gonna be an assistant coach. Yo, I'm not laughing. Yo, E, I ain't laughing. I don't wish that on nobody, man. Swear to God, I don't wish that on nobody. But if he don't make it back by the season, like you were saying, he done. He could go
He gonna miss
overseas.
the season. He gonna miss next season. The whole season.
Well,
He'll miss the whole season next season.
Mexico
Hold on,
City,
hold on, hold on, hold
Shanghai
on,
Sharks.
hold on. E, stop saying that if you don't know that for a fact.
I think I read that earlier this week that he's gonna miss the
I'm
whole
gonna look
season.
it
That's
up.
how I knew when you was talking about
Look it up right now.
experimental stories. That's how I knew what you was talking about. You see what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna look it
But
up.
don't quote what I said. You know
Yeah,
what I
no
I'm
doubt,
gonna
mean?
no
look it
doubt.
up.
We'll see it. We're gonna see it. I mean, that's a big thing. We'll hear about it. But that's what I heard. I think that's what I heard. He was gonna miss the whole season next year,
All right, hold
and
on.
that stands out. You know what I mean? If a player missed the whole
Hold on.
season,
I want to get y'all
that stands
take
out.
on. I mean, I know it's a little stale, not all the way stale. But what y'all think about that John Morant shit, man? Do you think
Mm,
that he
it's a
needs some
good one.
counseling, he needs some help, and do you think he will make it back in mid-season form to help Memphis?
That's somebody's phone. Somebody's phone ringing.
Not mine's.
Oh, you got on vibrate or something? That's
Nah.
not my shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My phone was ringing. My phone was ringing. My
Oh,
fault.
okay. Cool.
My bad.
I
My
heard
bad. I'm
somebody.
sorry.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
My phone was ringing.
Ask that question again louder, because
Yeah.
he
Um.
can hear you better now.
All right. My bad. My bad. My phone was ringing. Um. Um. I know it's a little stale, a little old, but the John Morant situation. Do you think he needs some guidance, some help, and when he does come back into the NBA, because I know he's gonna come back. Everybody gets a second chance at life, even third
Yeah.
chances at life.
Still young. Yeah.
Will he learn from his mistakes?
You want me to
I
go?
think
Or you want him to go? I'm gonna let you
And
go.
it don't. I may go and shoot y'all shot.
I'll go first.
That's some real shit. Yeah.
I think he needs to tighten up as far as, like, you do have a big following, so you do got to watch what you're doing on the internet, because it's not the people who like you that's watching you. It's the people that don't like you that's watching you, because those are
Mm,
the ones that's telling on you.
hmm
Right? So you got to watch.
Bum 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 bum. Don
Yo,
DeMarcos.
what's
Yeah. Word.
smoke? SK,
So
you good with quotes, right? What's that quote? They break you down just to build you up, right?
yeah,
That's how
no,
it go, right?
They build you up.
just to
They
break
build you
you.
up to
They
break
build
you
you up just to
down.
break
Yeah,
you
there
down.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Build
they
you up
build
to
you up
break you
just to break
down.
There
you
it is. There it is. Yeah.
down. And just so they could kick you while you down.
Word. And stay kicking on you.
You follow it?
That's life. Word. That's come on, man. We from the hood. We from the street. We
Yeah.
from the town. You know how they do us, man. So
Too
Just
fake.
build
It's the
you up,
front too
just to
fake.
break
Build
you
you up
down.
just to lull you to sleep, man.
And now they got their hands around your neck when you get, you know what I'm saying? We ain't
word.
letting go. And you got to do everything we say, got to
Soon
say.
as you relax, that's when they start coming for you.
Yo, let me tell you something. You know what I learned living out here? I mean, I'm born and raised out here in Brooklyn, man. Of course, I lived in Atlanta, Florida, whatever, and stuff like that, Yorktown, Pennsylvania. But Brooklyn will teach you. No, matter of fact, you know what? I don't even want to say it like that. The hood, any hood, in any spot, any city will teach you how to look for things. You know how your like one of your dudes be well, you think he your dude, but he ain't your dude,
Mhm.
and you the whole time you the fucking mark and whatnot, and he just getting next to you so the other motherfucker take you out and whatnot, and you have to be easy on how you look at people. That's why they say they
That's true.
keep your enemies next to you, and you know who your family are and your friends are, but your enemies you keep next to them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You keep them next to you and whatnot. And I
That's
think
another
that's what's
good
going
quote.
on with him.
You
I'm
think
not
so?
saying that he got enemies. I think he got the bag, he got the money, and they trying to, tap him out, dry him out,
And
and fuck his.
let's keep it real, bro. Like we cutting across the bullshit. Like
Yes.
he a young nigga, right? Excuse, pardon my French.
Hmm.
And
Never
he
ignorant getting goals accomplished. Yeah.
and in order to move around in Memphis, you got to be moving with hitters. You feel what I'm saying? And he's an
Hmm.
NBA player, so in
Hmm.
order to move a certain, he got to move a certain type of way, bro. And that's within his legal right. Should he be flashing that shit on Instagram because he
Nah.
signed a contract with the NBA and they talk about their likeness and all this bullshit whenever it's convenient? You feel me?
Hmm.
I want to
The-
agree with you, but I can't agree with you. You know why? Because he's a lot of this shit is happening in different states.
Mm. Hmm.
You feel me?
well,
Like a lot of this shit's happening in different states. But he never
it
did a
happened.
crime. He never committed a crime though. Let's be
Hold on,
clear.
let me correct you, right? Because the two incidents on Instagram, one he was in Memphis, which is an open carry state, and the other one was in
Hmm.
Denver, Colorado, which is an open carry state. So,
Hmm.
what are we talking about?
What
I don't think
about
he
in
should be. I
Indiana?
don't think
What
he should
about
be
the thing in
flashing his
Indiana?
guns on Instagram because he's not a rapper, right? He's a basketball player and he has an image to uphold because little kids watch basketball. So I understand where they're coming from on that level. But to pretend that he don't have the right to carry a gun is false.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I said he was getting in trouble in other states. That's all I said. I mean, he did the thing,
What trouble is he really getting into? All he did
okay,
was flash a
that's why I
gun.
said he never
That ain't
committed a
even
crime,
trouble.
bro.
Like,
I said he didn't. Bro,
Hold on,
calm
hold
down
on.
for a second, bro.
if that if that
He
if
never
people
committed a
consider that
crime,
the shit that be killing me, people consider the
bro.
smallest shit like flashing a gun on Instagram being
All
that ain't
right.
no fucking trouble.
Mhm.
I would say the same thing too, but obviously, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he did something.
Trouble.
I'll tell you what he did. I'm gonna tell you what he really did. When he went and lied, and it wasn't not David Stern. David Stern would have, I don't know what he would have did, but when he
Oh,
lied
God.
in Adam Silver's face,
Adam Silver.
that's where everything went down for him. He has nobody on his side now. He fucked
Mm.
up, bro. When he lied in his
All
face.
right.
But continue.
Hold on, everybody
Hold
would have did the same fucking thing. They would have all went and lied like I never do it again. I'm giving my guns up today. Knowing in the
on.
background they keeping all their fucking guns, man. Let's
Hmm.
keep it real.
So what
All right.
did he
Hold,
really?
hold,
What is he
hold,
hiding then?
hold. Wait. I'm
You
gonna
don't
tell you
need
where you fucked
these
up
folks
at.
don't even need to be in your well, they don't come on, bro. You telling me they need to be all in your business on everything you do, what your shit smell like, what your piss smell like? They need to know everything about you.
I'm gonna tell you where you fucked
He
up
was
at.
done for posting it.
Right. I'm gonna tell you where he fucked up at. I'm gonna give two reasons real quick. Where he fucked up at was when he signed his name on that dotted line for that contract. It's certain stipulations in that contract that tell
Hmm.
you what you ain't supposed to be fucking doing and shit because you influence toward kids and stuff like that. Flashing that gun and shit is not one of them. That's a violation. But that's a one violation right there. The first time in the club in Denver, SK and E and whatnot, that's in the contract. You ain't supposed to have anything detrimental to our. That's a private entity. This is not no
The NBA.
government state shit. The NBA is a private entity. So when you sign in that contract and you read between the lines, 20 pages long or whatever how long, guns and
For
all of
real.
that shit ain't supposed to be down there. Once you sign on Job Morant, ain't supposed to do da 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 da. It's called detrimental to the league and whatnot when you do type of shit like that. So boom, that's number one. So okay, I went down, I sat with Silver and whatnot. I ain't gonna never do it again. And now when I looked at the second video, I think John Morant was having a little fun, and his homeboy, who was the driver, fucked around and put the shit on live and said, "Oh shit!" Because as you can see, the clip is only 1 second. The clip is only like 1 second long, and I think
And
as he was going,
his friend didn't even know he was gonna do that because John
right,
was just
right, right,
dancing,
right,
right?
right, right.
John was just dancing, and they was like, "Yo, it's your friend's fault." It's like, no, John was just dancing. They in live, right? His friend tries to pan back to him, right? He's dangling the fucking gun again. And I'm like, his first day, I'm like, "Yo, John, how stupid
No, I'm talking
are
about the second
you?"
time. I'm talking about the second
I
time. The second
know,
time. Yeah, yeah.
I
In the
know,
car. In the
I
car.
know.
I would have never noticed until
Yeah,
they showed
yeah.
me the slow motion video,
Facts.
and then I was like, "Oh,
Because
they do got
His
one."
man,
he went,
his
he
man
got on the
noticed
phone,
it on the camera, and you can't fully see it
and
because
he
his
said,
man
"Oh
pulled the
shit,"
camera down hella quick. He was like, "What
hella
the fuck?"
quick.
He thought to himself, "What
Like,
the
what
fuck
you
is he
doing,
doing?"
nigga?
Before he thought, "What the fuck was he doing?"
I'm like, what I'm like, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what they talking about. But
But that's
until I saw the
facts.
And
slow
then I'm
That's
motion, I'm
like,
facts.
like,
"Yo."
that's a little
I'm watching
good
the
to
video.
the
He
Your
like,
gun.
"Yo,
friend
John
got you in
flashes his gun
trouble.
again." I'm
Your
like, "Yo,
friend
this."
got you in
I'm like,
trouble.
"Yo, John, you can't be you can't be serious, bro. You can't
That's
be
where I'm
fucking
at. I'm
serious."
like, you can't be fucking up like that. Like that's,
Mm-mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like people say, oh, he was wrong. He was doing that. No, I'm just talking about he didn't commit no crime, but like, bro, you can't be fucking up like that, bro. You like you
I ain't
say, you
gonna
got
lie.
all these
I had to call it
stipulations
like I
in your
see it. He,
contract.
he
That's
was
that's
stupid for that.
that's stupid
He,
minded. That's young. I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's young minded,
I
right?
agree
I
with
don't
you.
know.
But you know that's
I
beef
agree.
now, right?
Stupid for
Yeah,
that. He was stupid,
You know
stupid
that's
for that.
beef.
He
It's
was
yeah.
beef
stupid for that.
on John Morant for pulling out the stupid ass gun, and it's beef because I pulled out the phone because we was dancing. Nigga, I ain't know you was gonna put out the fucking gun. You ain't see me put the phone down real quick. Nigga, you done fuck me up.
Hold on. John was dancing in the passenger
You
seat
done
with
fuck my
no gun
ride up.
in his
You done
hand.
fuck
Why you
everything
pick
up.
the gun up?
I was riding with that shit was good too because
That's
he
what I'm thinking.
accepted it.
It's not like he
ESPN did
had
an
it in his
interview
hand
with
the
me.
whole time. Boulevard, he didn't have it in his hand the whole. He was dancing. They was
Exactly.
just vibing to the music, right? They just
And
vibing to the music, and then all of a sudden he want to go dangling. That must be his move that he do around
That's
his
his move.
fellas.
That's his move. Yeah.
but he get looked up
Yeah,
to so
okay.
many kids, he can't do that. He like the top. He one of the he the top one of the top faces in the NFL, top selling jersey in the NFL. I'm not the NFL, the
NBA.
NBA. My bad,
NBA.
my
Mm-hmm.
NBA. Exactly. That's why it's joint. That's why the
Yeah,
media
but
probably
you gotta.
attached to it the way it is
This
too,
is why I'm.
because he got a lot of white kids in the suburbs that love him. Things like that. That's not
What
gonna
I'm. What
rock.
I'm. What I'm trying to.
So,
What I'm trying
so
to
we
jump
gotta
on is.
acquiesce. Well, ultimately, he gotta acquiesce that hood lifestyle to acquiesce
But he a
to
good kid. He ain't from
to
the
the good
fucking
old
hood,
boys. You already know he
Yeah,
gotta
he
be a
was in
good
the
old boy.
hood.
Else he'll be out that league real
nigga.
quick. He said TSK, he's bad for business. The NBA is a family friendly corporation. And you know that's another word. You know what that's code for?
That's the same shit.
I'm
It's
just
a
messing
family
with you,
friend.
nigga. I'm just messing with you, nigga.
He's the face of the NBA, a family friendly
He not
corporation.
no
But
hood
they no
dude.
entity.
Yeah, no, he right. He right. It is a family friendly corporation, bro. And
Of
they're not
course,
trying to.
that's what it's supposed to be out there for. He not a hood dude.
But
Yo,
he
he about to
doing
lose the whole
things.
bag doing the bullshit.
Yep.
He
And
gonna
you
lose
heard
the
the
whole bag doing the bullshit. He ain't not no hood kid. He don't nothing about nothing.
he don't
You know what
even
I'm
need a
saying?
gun. He don't even
He
need a
don't need
gun.
no gun. I know it's
You
in
know
every
what I'm
fair
saying?
state. But why you acting like this, dude?
Bro,
Why?
like
Yeah, nah.
anywhere he go, he should
Them
go with
brothers
an off-duty
nowadays,
police officer. I'm just
them
keeping it real.
young
I'm just
boys,
being honest.
them young boys
Mega
keep
facts.
them young
Uh-huh.
boys keep it on them like an ornament, man.
Of
Just
course, because
keep
they
it
don't know how
real.
to fight. They don't know how to put them dick beaters up no more. Them niggas don't know how to shoot the five. It would not. They
It's
want to
not
pull
like
out the
it.
chrome,
It's a
the
Last
wild
10
40.
years ago, he would have probably got away with that. Nowadays, hell no.
Nah,
You gotta
son.
hire yourself a off-duty police officer.
I
'Cause they
agree.
gonna be
I
carrying
agree.
you. They gonna
would
be
you
I agree.
carrying you. You ain't
would you
gotta
run
worry about carrying the
hold
gun. Cause now
on,
it's like you
hold on.
worrying about if you're gonna get your
You run a
contract.
if you walking around, not say you shouldn't be you should be walking around like this, but
Hmm.
if you walking around with say 100,000 worth of jewelry on you, you think somebody gonna run up on you trying to fight you for it? No, nobody's doing that.
Pop, pop, pop
Nobody,
goes the
nobody
nine.
with a gun. So they ain't gotta shoot you for it. So you can just take it off if they have to, because they demented, they will. But you know how it is. Like they ask you first.
All
Let's
right,
get it.
well, all right. Look
Word.
at it from this aspect. I'm gonna switch it completely up. Think
Man,
about
right,
Word.
how
they ask you
good he was,
first.
though.
If you
Like
don't
he's
comply, you might
generational.
get it.
Like think about how good Ja Morant. He did something stupid. He young. I give him a pass on that because he young,
Right.
but he generational. I mean, he close. If you want to call, he's the closest thing to generation you're gonna get.
He could
If
be
you
up in
ain't
that top
generational,
5. He
you
could
know
be
what
in
I'm
that
saying?
top 5 if we do correctly.
That's what
How
I'm
long,
saying.
how,
Like,
how long? Let me ask you a question. How long y'all think he about to get suspended for? Is the topic of
The whole
discussion, and then,
season. The
and
whole
then we'll
season.
move on to wrap
The
up.
whole
no.
season.
I heard Stephen A. I think Stephen A. said something yesterday how it's gonna be they
I
coming
don't
down
care what
heavy
Stephen
on
A.
him.
think. I want to know what you think about it.
What
How
I think that
you
it
think?
probably get. I think that
I'm gonna give you
it'll
2 reasons,
probably
but go
get.
ahead, E.
I say at least half the season
Shit.
because he lied to the commissioner's face. Like, I mean, I could only assume he lied because the commissioner gonna ask him, "All right, is everything okay?" You know how commissioner gonna like everything okay? You're not gonna do this anymore. We don't because we don't need that type of publicity in the NBA. He
And it
lied
was,
to the nigga face, and I think he gonna take that personal. I know David Stern would take that personal.
you know what I
If
Hell
would
yeah.
say?
David Stern, let me answer
Was it
this though.
a,
If
was
that
it
was
a
David
lie?
Stern, he can't suspend it for the next season. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be
Mm.
honest. The old
Nah,
commissioner.
He wasn't suspended for the whole season. That's not true.
The old
Okay.
commissioner would have did that. He would have did
Not the
something. He
whole
probably
season.
would have.
Not
He
the
probably
whole
would have
season.
probably said he probably would have left a stipulation like if he stays on good behavior, I'll reduce it. But he was getting suspended for the whole season if that was the old commissioner because he ain't play like that. Because after that Malice in the Palace, he was on that.
The
You know
Malice
what
in the
I'm saying?
Palace,
He
Detroit.
was on that. He was.
Detroit.
Gilbert Arenas only got suspended half a season for bringing a gun to the locker room, dog.
That was back in the
His career
day.
was over though. His career was over after
Yeah,
that.
he was done.
That was after Malice in the Palace, though.
No. Gilbert Arenas brought the
But he
gun.
never been the same ever
He
since, right?
he was never the same again. Yeah, it was like
His
Never the same.
career wasn't over. He was just beefing with that dude.
nobody
His,
wanted him on his
you
team.
correlating two things, bro. His career was not over. He brought it in the middle of his career in Washington.
So who did he play for next?
I think he came back to Washington and then got traded to. It
He
don't
was
really
shit
matter,
after
bro.
that. He was
I'm
done
just
after
telling
that.
you, bro. Like these are not unprecedented situations to where
But you didn't
all
answer the
I did.
question though.
Hold on. It
It's the
doesn't
question.
matter who he played for next because that's irrelevant to the topic. So I'm not.
The
I don't get to
topic
answer.
is it was over for him. They blackballed him from the
He
NBA.
played for two other teams. What are you
All right,
talking
well,
about?
all right.
But he ain't play for
You know
he
what I'm
didn't play
saying?
for him in no
He played for
great
two other
capacity.
teams. That's irrelevant to the point of what the fact is that what Ja has done compared to what other people have done in the past is not as bad, bro.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
argue with you on
They
that
could
because
blow
I
it
don't.
out in
John
proportion.
committed a
Maybe
crime in my eyes.
I'm gonna continue to reiterate this,
He
right?
just made. He
He
made a
shouldn't be
young. He made.
flashing as an
He,
NBA player, bro. He should not be flashing guns online. Yes,
Fact.
but
yes.
there's no proof of him saying that he's. And they said they got additional information. That don't mean shit unless you drop what that information is. That could
That's
be
facts too.
anything.
That's
Yeah.
facts
Like,
too.
you know what I mean?
Hold
That's just
on.
more speculation. Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Let
Go
me
ahead,
get my
Bully.
take.
Go ahead.
Let me get my take. SK and E. They're gonna suspend him for the year. I'm
Mm,
gonna tell you right now. They're gonna suspend that boy for the year because he needs a hard lesson learned. Stop
mm.
fucking around. Stop playing around. And stop doing this young boy. And I get it. He's 20 some odd years old. We all fucked around and did bad
Yeah.
things. Yes,
Yeah.
we all did it, man. We all did it.
We know
But
the feeling. We know the
you're
feeling.
right. We know the temperature and we know the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the face of the franchise. We took this money from Kyrie Irving, who's talking about actual black man facts. See, like you gotta think. You gotta think. We took this money away from him to give to you. And look what the fuck you doing. You
Nike.
understand what I'm saying? The Nike deal, right.
Nike. Yeah.
I mean, Nike and NBA. We took that money from Kyrie and we gave it to you. And here you running around, you flashing guns in Denver, and now you flashing guns at home. And whatnot. And as SK stated earlier, open carry state. Get it, got it, understand it. Boom. You're a young black man. They don't like the fuck with how we are anyway.
So that we didn't
The
make the rules, man.
NBA.
Just
Hold
following them,
on.
man.
Hold on.
Damn.
Okay. Hold on. Hold
Let
on.
him finish.
Okay.
Let him finish. Let him finish. SK. Let him finish.
Hold on. SK.
People don't like when
The,
we learn the
Yeah.
rules and what they really are. We start following them. That's the problem.
all
Let
right.
him finish.
No
SK.
problem. But hold
Go
on.
ahead,
Hold on. Hold on.
Bully. Go ahead, Bully.
Let me break it down a little bit more. NBA, man. When you talk to common white folk in this motherfucking street, right?
Yeah,
Being wherever we live at in this world and
yeah.
whatnot. I'm upstate New York in the mountains and shit. You understand? When you say NBA, what you think they think?
Bunch of black niggas.
Nigga Basketball Association. And you giving this little young nigga
Stop this.
No,
$215
I said it
million
backwards, right? I
fucking
said it back. I
dollars,
said a bunch of black niggas. I said it
I'm
backwards.
funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all cooking.
and you out here flashing guns. You got
Look,
$215 million,
What's
and I'm
good,
out here
bro?
on my farm
look.
cutting up grass and feeding the cattle. And you out, all you gotta do is, yo, G Money, is that G Money?
Yes,
That
me.
that's G Money. G
Salute,
Money
salute,
on
salute,
board.
Continue,
salute.
Bully. Can we listening? Salute,
All right.
salute.
Stop asking.
So
Stop
so
being
you out
greedy.
here on you giving this little young 21, 22-year-old boy with dreadlocks that could dunk on everybody, athletic than more than I ever been, and I'm on a fucking farm, a farmer. I don't give a fuck about him. And you want me to watch this league and he flashing guns
Hmm.
and whatnot? And I'm not knocking him and whatnot. I know he's young because we all did fucked up shit. You know what I'm
They
saying?
took
But
they took how much they was like, yo, they told the Brooklyn Nets, you better not sign Kyrie. If you sign Kyrie, you feel what I'm saying? And then boom, Dallas. Feel me? You know New York and them Hasidic, I ain't gonna say them, but you
yeah,
know
no,
how it works
the
up
small
there.
hats, the small hats, small
Yeah,
hats.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
just
yeah. A
Right.
little thing, a little
put their
koofies,
foot
the
down.
koofies, the
Yeah,
koofies.
Kyrie
Yeah,
out of New
Koofy,
York as
small
quick
hats.
as he
No,
came
no,
to New York, bro. Not getting
Koofy
that
is
bread.
the little
Arabic.
koofies. Yeah,
But
they
Don't
wear the
matter how
koofies
it
over
don't
the
matter
top
how your
hat,
brothers
under
feel.
the
You
top
not
hat.
getting that bread. You gotta go, my boy. You gotta go, my boy. You feel me? So as soon as he
so
realized, oh, they ain't giving me my bread, KB, I'm out, bro. Straight
right.
up.
So that's why I'm saying that homeboy gonna be suspended for the year. And then on top of that, let's not get it fucked up or twisted. When he do come back, believe me, he gonna be so fucked up. But I'm rooting for him to come back strong. He's not an
Agreed.
AI. He's not AI. They always saying comparing him to AI. The AI no, AI was already like that. He was built
He's
like
from the
that.
hood. AI was
This
in
nigga
jail. He was
ain't
in
built like
prison.
this.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
He was in prison,
He ain't no
like
fucking AI.
in the yard. You know what I mean? That gets you
Yeah,
ready
He
nah,
for
got
a
nah.
lot.
They
family.
built they built
Came from the
different.
Brady
AI didn't
Bunch.
have
Hold
yeah,
on.
they
If
not
you came from the Brady Bunch, if you came from the fucking Brady Bunch and went to the goddamn the Evans, good times, like that nigga.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, yo, you think your heart is hard? Let me take you to my heart and show you what hard really look like so you can understand what it really is when you feel fucking like when you anxious all the time because you know people looking at you, they staring at you, they thinking something about you, they might want to do something to you. You don't know what that type of
Mm-hmm.
anxious is, man.
Mm-hmm.
People might love
Mm-hmm.
you genuinely, but you just don't know that type of pressure. It's a different type
Mm-hmm.
of pressure, man, when it's on you at all times.
Facts. Facts. I agree.
That's a
I
yeah.
agree.
That's a different type of pressure. You know, he lost endorsement deals. He probably don't even know what that means right now.
Don't
You
know
know what I'm
what the
saying?
hell
Like, oh,
that
I'll just
is.
get another one. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
But your
But I'm
So,
family,
not gonna lie. Let me say what Shaw
SK.
said. He
Hold on,
said
hold
most likely. Shaw says most likely Ja's been under investigation for a while, and he's too dumb to see it. Melo told y'all the NBA is the
on. Yeah,
feds, and they
yep.
know everything you
They
do.
know
Period.
everything that you do.
right.
They probably out. They paying people to
I
follow
Yo,
gotta
you
agree with
Shy.
that
around.
man.
They putting
Shy.
people in
I
your
gotta agree with
entourage,
Shy on that
pretending
one.
to your
Man.
friends.
Agreed.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, because I
But
know I heard
listen.
about
Your
that
SK.
Mellow incident.
Hold on. E. I'm sorry. Your SK, E, G Money. I'm bounce out the chat and all of y'all. I gotta do some running around for a minute. If
All
y'all
right.
still on, I'm gonna jump right back.
All
But
right.
yo, conversation is always deep. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Right.
Bro, appreciate you.
SK,
Appreciate
all
stay
love.
safe.
E, all love. G Money, all love. Salute.
Drop this,
Sir.
drop
I
this
call.
bomb
Sir.
real quick.
We
I
love
get
you, man.
back.
Salute,
Peace.
my bro. Salute.
Peace, homie. Word.
Peace. Ho- Salute,
Well, he
salute,
was
salute.
he was spitting some facts though. He was
SK,
spitting.
you're frozen. SK, you're frozen.
Yeah, I think you're frozen, bro.
I'm
Try
not
come in
frozen.
and come back.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
He good. He said he not frozen. So
I'm not frozen. I was just
And
standing in one spot.
yeah, you like a
yeah,
Christmas tree today. I was fucking with you,
right.
nigga.
Okay, you're good now. Now you're getting the hood. Who do you think is gonna who you guys got tonight? The Heat or the Nuggets? Who you guys got tonight in game 2?
I think that I got two. It's simple. I said if the Heat don't win tonight, they're gonna get swept. So I'm gonna pick the
Wow.
Heat.
Yeah, I got the Heat
Okay.
tonight too, man, because I got to go down with the ship, as I said before and previously, in previous conversations that we've had about these. Uh,
Hey, we got
I got
somebody in
the
the
Heat.
building.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm gonna acknowledge them. I got the Heat in
Salute
6,
those.
and
Yo,
they got to win the next. They got to win the next. They got to win tonight at least. I don't know
They
if it's
gotta
gonna be a player game. I want to see what type of energy Jimmy gonna come out with. What's the game plan? What they gonna do? You feel me? What adjustments they gonna make?
yeah,
right,
that's
right.
it. That's what it come down to. I
Salute
think
those.
so. What's good, those?
What's going on? How you been doing? How's everything with you?
I was just hoping. I was trying to be like Jimmy Butler.
Well,
Shaq.
Jimmy Butler better be inspired by your performance today and better turn it on. For me, I got the Heat too. Look, the Nuggets are a deep. Yes, the Nuggets are a better team, but the Heat have been here before. I know it's a different roster, but Love, Lowry, Bam, Butler, Hero, Robinson, these guys have been there, done that, been here before. And consider this too, right? I know Denver's more athletic with Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP. They're an athletic team. Jamal Murray can fly. Something tells me Denver may come out a little bit, not sluggish, but may come out sluggish. What Miami needs to do, kill Denver in the post. Kill Porter, Joker in the post. Get them in foul trouble. Keep the Nuggets in the half for a game. You can't let them run. Michael Porter can fly. Aaron Gordon can fly.
People knew the strategy. G Money, keep Denver out the paint. They killed Miami in the paint last game. You
Yes,
feel what
they
I'm
did.
saying?
A whole lot. Yes, they did.
Them in they ain't kill them from three or jump shooting. They killed them in
It
the
was in the
paint
paint.
because
Michael Porter,
yeah,
Aaron Gordon, yeah.
so you gotta
But
let
you know what
Kevin.
they were doing? Did you realize that they were posting Jokic in the paint? Right by the paint. That's what they were doing. So they can't double team him and leave
I don't
somebody
know
else wide open.
why they was
Agreed.
doubling. They should know you shouldn't double Jokic. You ain't
Well,
gotta double
well, well,
Jokic. Just
well, they couldn't hedge. They couldn't really hedge on another defender to keep an extra body near Jokic when he's posting up in the paint. Not by the paint, but on a corner where the 3-point line usually is at, where it's
Mhm.
at, but not the 3-point line, but in the paint by the free throw line, I should say, not 3-point line. Right there, he's posting it by the free throw line,
Yeah, the
and
top of the key. And also the top of the key too.
he said outside what? I didn't hear
Yeah.
you.
I'm
He said
saying
say
that
it again. I didn't.
he was also throwing lobs and dump up passes at the top of the key. Joker.
Exactly. 10 assists first quarter. You know what I mean?
First
And
half. Yeah.
First half.
three for three first half. Those is adjustments now. They got to go back and make adjustments because it's like we came for one thing and y'all showing us something else.
Would
So
you
I don't know what made them think they should be dumping. I mean, doubling Jokic though.
no,
He's too good of a passer to be doubling him.
right. And you
Maybe,
know what? Look,
maybe,
that's a good one. I don't know.
but maybe it was at
you get
53
Michael
points to
Porter
score.
What you say?
in
What
game
you say,
4.
Dose?
I said maybe they doubled him because he scored 53 points last series.
Against no, that was 2 series ago. That was against the Suns though in the second round. But then
Mm.
that's true, but they ended up losing that game though. As crazy as it sounds if you're Miami, let Joker go off offensively. Slow down Michael Porter, slow down KCP, slow down Aaron Gordon, slow those guys down, and slow down Jamal Murray.
Oh, Murray
Let
too,
Joker
man.
go.
You gotta attack Jamal Murray. Don't forget about him.
Right. I said slow
And he
Jamal
is
Murray down. That's
bucket.
what I'm saying.
Slow him down for
And
sure.
Jamal Murray is a bucket, so we don't, he could be good. We could be hot, he could be cold, but he's a bucket. You know that.
Right. Good point. Good point too. But I want to ask you guys: Will you let Joker go off and shut down the other guys? Or would you slow down Joker and let the other guys beat you? Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP. What do you do?
Nah. He's too good of a passer, so you just
Yeah,
gotta let him score, and then you gotta focus on not letting them get off the other players. You gotta let Jokic. You gotta just put it all in Jokic hands. You gotta win this.
Agreed.
You
Agreed.
I
gotta
would.
score to win this because we're not letting the rest of them dudes do nothing.
Because
I
Michael
would.
Porter
I
can get
would.
They
hot.
need to.
It's
I
hard.
think. I think also if they let Joker go off on the offensive end, they need to pick and roll his ass to death to try to get him tired
Agreed.
as fuck.
Yeah, that's a
Agreed.
good point. And try to get him fouled out. That's because that's
Right,
like
that's it.
Agreed. And get
that.
Michael
That's
Porter
that's
and Aaron
probably the
Gordon
best.
fouled out too.
Yeah, that's probably the
I
best
don't know why
goal.
they're not putting him in
And
actions and constantly attacking his chest. I don't know who. Come on, man. Spoelstra.
Joker doesn't, but he doesn't remember. He doesn't play D. He doesn't. He's not. He's not like like a Dikembe Mutombo type
That's why you
player.
gotta force the actions. E. You gotta force him into those actions.
It's like they switch and they keep him out the lane. That's why he don't. I never hear about him fouling out and anything like that. They got what's the dude? He's perfect for them. Aaron Gordon. He kind of
And
plays the
Michael
man
Porter
in the
also.
middle. Believe it or not, I don't know
And
how,
also,
but it
right. And
works for
also,
them.
right. And also,
It
Michael
does.
Porter's defense improved too. Michael Porter, you see that his length, game deflections. And did you know Michael Porter had 2 big blocks too?
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Yeah, I know he's like athletic like that. He dunked. He won like 2 dunk. I think could have won 3 dunk. He got robbed on one of them dunk contests. So he got
But
the
that's
hop.
Aaron Gordon though. I'm talking about Michael Porter though.
Oh, he said Michael Porter. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a jumper. I mean,
he does.
you can't
Michael
leave him
Porter can
alone.
shoot.
You
Michael
can't leave
Porter
him alone.
and he's athletic. Yep. And he can finish. And did you know Michael Porter's defense has improved though?
Probably if they're a championship team, I would suspect it does, but
Yeah, and
usually they're using him to hedge. Yeah.
they've been the
Yeah.
#1 team all season, and it takes everybody to win. So he's contributed to that as well. So you're right, G baby.
I think that they use Michael Porter's man as the hedge man, though, believe it or not. The hedge man to bring somebody to show Joker another man. So when he does his passes though, but just to show him another defender, and he'll draw that defender near him and kick out the Michael Porter open 3-pointer.
Right. And
That's what
also
Joker does.
right. And also KCP has been huge defensively. He's made clutch shots. I mean, Bruce Brown. People forget how good Bruce Brown's been all playoffs. Finishing the
Yeah,
rim, the 3 ball. I mean, Jeff Green's been serviceable. Uncle Jeff can still fly. Good defender. Denver's deep. I mean, the
yeah.
bench isn't that deep. They don't have a deep bench like that, which is my concern for the Nuggets. But Denver has a deep team. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, KCP, Jamal Murray, Joker, Bruce Brown. I mean, Jeff Green, Christian Brown. They have a deep team.
They have a strong nucleus.
They deep. They deep. They definitely deep.
Good.
They have
Mike
a
Malone's a good
nucleus.
coach. Right. Mike Malone's a good coach for this team. 8 years, Mike Malone so far has been pretty successful. I mean, I can't say successful because they did underachieve it for years, but so far now it's been working. I want to ask you, if the Nuggets win the
You can't
title,
underachieve. You can't underachieve if most of your players that you rely on is injured, right?
right?
Yeah, the
Okay, fine.
dude was injured 2 injuries last year,
Michael Porter
and
and
one of them
Jamal
was Michael Porter. So
Murray.
that's a buy. He gets a pass on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can only cook with the groceries that you have in your
Well,
kitchen, and you know.
they're young. They were still young a few years ago. So
Right.
they was coming
They
into their
went
own.
and look, E. They went from being injured, and as soon as all 3 of them get to play with each other more than 20 games in a season, look where they at.
NBA Finals and 3 wins away from a title.
bro. It
Yeah,
shows you
Jokic. That shows you how
help.
good Jokic must be. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, no, it shows you when you have the help that you rely on help, bro, every day when you go to work, right? If you can't find something, you ask your partner if he could find it because you might have looked, but you just can't find it, and then they find it because you just ain't see it.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? Like everybody' perspective is different, and we need other people to pick us up, and we pick them up. You feel what I'm saying? It's a seesaw out here, man.
Of course, yeah.
Jokic
Mhm.
need help, and when he got his two best players on his team that can finally help him. Then they get
Yeah,
Aaron
Michael
Gordon.
Porter and Jamal Murray. Yeah.
Then Aaron Gordon's playing the best he's ever played in his career, and boom, they in the finals.
Yes,
You know,
it's
that
been
might have been a blessing in the disguise that they went down because then they realized, wow, we need some help. Let's go because they lost Jared Grant to the Pistons, and it was
Jeremy
like,
Grant.
wow, we need to go Jared Allen, right?
Jeremy,
Jared Grant, right? Jeremy
Jeremy,
Grant, one of them.
Jeremy Grant. Yeah.
They lost them to I know they lost them to the Pistons, and so they knew that we need help in this area right here, and that's what catapulted them to where they are right now. Because now they got, like I said, they got the
he was
healthy
a good player for
Porter
them. Though. He was a good
and
player.
Mhm.
Murray.
Mhm.
And Murray now they got Gordon next to them, so because Gordon was the missing link, and now they got they knew along with KCP because you can't shut him
He's
out. Along with him, they got like the strongest nucleus in the NBA because nobody. I mean, I was saying B, but he's not there no more. But it's really no other players that I could really argue that says a better center than and can do the things. Point guards can't even do the things. I don't think a lot of players in the NBA can do the things that Jokic can do. Because Jokic's vision, and the way he dribbles, draws in the double team. It's
Orthodox.
amazing.
This is unorthodox basketball style and the way he plays. He plays like he don't have no skills, but then in his awkward positions, he can still make it and stuff. That's wild.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's like all time. You
Definitely a good player.
you
Shout out to him. Shout out.
mhm.
listen. That dude he's crazy. They compare him to
He's
Wilt Chamberlain. I'm like, damn.
He damn near averaging a triple double at ease. You feel what I'm saying? What you're supposed to do
as a
when you
center.
dominate. You know what I mean? As a
As a
center, for
center,
real.
he has everything. Can shoot. Can score inside out. Can finish at the rim.
He's
He's
sloppy.
not. He
He's
can
sloppy.
rebound.
He's
He's
sloppy looking. You know how that
and
is.
he's not even
And he's
flashy.
That's
He's not
more
even
impressive.
flashy.
and he's an automatic mismatch at the same time. Automatic. And mismatches, people take advantage of mismatches, but if you the big man and you got yourself lined up by the key, by the key by the 3-point line, how your big man, what is your it's like you on an island now. And Yoka, he's not gonna break you down. He's not gonna do none of that. He just knows how to get to his spots. And he gets the defense moving like a point guard. Like, okay, y'all gonna do this. Y'all gonna cut this way. Like he'll give a guy a look. Like, all right, now it's time to cut because I'm
Now
coming. The ball's coming.
you be seeing in the game. They'll do a head gesture, a slight little shoulder tweak, a head nod, a wink, a look with their eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You'll see
yeah.
a dude a cut, and then boom, perfect pass on the dime. You get a back door. I'm
Right
like,
where it
damn,
needed to be.
right where? Right where in the pocket
Right
too.
where it
Right
needed to be. You know what
in the
I'm
pocket.
saying?
Like, damn, man, why I can't play with people like that all the time when I go to the park? Damn.
I was just right in your stomach. Like, damn, bro. That ball hit me in my stomach. I wasn't ready. But that's Jokic for you. Like, Jokic will lay the pass where it need to be. LeBron used to be like that, but he wasn't Jokic because he wasn't a center. You know what I'm saying? LeBron used to be able to set players up, draw the defense in. Remember how I used to always argue with RJ about
Ron,
drawing the defense in?
Ron put
And
like 50 pounds on too. He got too heavy, bro. LeBron, when he was lean, he weighed like 225. He was 6'8", 225. He was good, but
Mhm.
when he became LeBron 260, nah, yeah, you stronger
he's
than
a
everybody.
locomotive.
You don't move like you used to move. You know what I mean?
He's a
Mhm.
locomotive at that point now. Because you
Yeah,
remember they used to have that
he
screen for
became
him.
he became a straight freight train instead of becoming like like the athlete. You remember how LeBron used to glide through the lane and dunk on people, bro? Like
Yeah, that's
his
what that screen
first,
come around and just
his first
dunk
eight
on
years
people.
before he went to Miami, skinny LeBron. As soon as he went to
Yeah,
Miami, they made him 30 pounds.
Yeah,
that's true.
Spoelstra, he definitely opened up his game. I mean, wow, he definitely opened up LeBron's game.
I
Like
mean,
we didn't
both
know
of LeBron
LeBron
was
had
best
parts
LeBron.
to his game until he
Agreed.
got
Both
to
of LeBron was
Spoelstra.
the best LeBron. True. Miami Heat LeBron to me was the best LeBron. Cleveland Cavalier
Yeah, I
LeBron was
think
great.
so.
But Miami Heat LeBron was the best LeBron. Not only was he great offensively, he was great defensively. I mean,
He was defense too. Yeah,
and he had a nice jump. I know his jumper has always been inconsistent, but his jumper was
Nah,
actually more fluent in
when
Miami.
when he was skinny LeBron, it was better than when he became Miami LeBron because he had too much weight. So it takes more energy on that lift to get that shot off. When he was skinny, his jump shot used to go in just because it was more natural of a jump shot.
I don't know about that.
possibly. I mean, I said
Just go watch.
possibly
Hold
because
on. Just go watch how he used
he
to shoot.
had.
Hold on. Go watch his first 8 years how he shoot, and then his last 8 years how he
Well,
been.
I'm kind
It's
of
all documented, bro.
no. What I mean is, I'm kind of on both of your sides because I kind of agree with G Money, but I cannot ignore the times I've seen LeBron go on shooting streaks, and I'll bring one up right now. You remember that
That's
time he
true.
went on? He scored 25 points straight against the
Against
Yeah, that's
the
Pistons.
true.
Pistons.
All on
You know what I'm
jumpers, that's
saying?
true.
So
And dunks, yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron, he would
And then
have those good
the fall
shooting
away,
nights. He
the
wasn't
fall
the
away
best
against the
shooter, but he
fall
would
away
have some
against
good shooting
Toronto.
nights.
The
But once
fall
he
away
got
against
heavier,
Toronto at the buzzer, bro. The fall away against Toronto at the buzzer.
But that
how
was
old was he
28. That
when he
was
did that?
2018. But
No, we talking about when he was young.
If you can't shoot at all, you can't concentrate enough to even hit that shot.
Well, I'm talking about like when he was fresh, like 20, 22, 23. Remember when he dropped 25 on the Pistons in that fourth quarter? You talking
yeah,
about that LeBron compared to the older
Because
LeBron when he was
Pop played him
165,
when Pop played him in
265.
the first series, when they played in the championship in 2007, they wasn't just letting LeBron shoot.
Nah, they wasn't. LeBron wasn't ready for
The
that.
game plan. That was the game plan in 2012 or some shit. That was not the game plan in 2007. So people we all watched it. They got swept because
mhm.
they didn't have role players to help LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron
The
team
role
was
players
nah.
actually did their part in '07. I'm not saying they were great, but in '07, the role players actually was decent. It was. I'm
We
not
talking
saying.
about the champ. We talking about the
Yeah, I
championship,
know.
bro. Regular
In the
Yeah,
season.
he's
championship
saying
round, the
yeah.
role players actually played well in the championship round '07. The role
Because you
players
know what?
actually.
They lost every game.
I
Pop
understand that,
defended
but
him well. The
So
Pop
how could you
you
say
can
they
lose a
played
game,
well when they lost every game?
dude. You can lose and still play well. I'm not saying they were great, but let's break it down. Right, 2007 Cavs Spurs. Right, you want me to break it down to prove to you that they actually played well?
Do
I'm
you
not
guys?
saying that.
I can't pull the numbers up at this particular moment. You got them in front of you.
I do. It's a way I can share.
Just going off
You sh-
memory.
Is there a way you can share a screen? Is there a way you can share? Let
Yeah,
me
I can
share a
share you.
screen. But I also use eye test too. Share screen. Okay, you got it.
what y'all looking for?
No, I'm sharing
He
the
said
screen.
that the role player. He said that the role players play like trash. Let's see.
Mm.
You want to
Well, I
increase
mean,
it?
who they had? Larry Hughes. They had Larry Hughes. He was.
Hold on. Let him
I
finish.
really
Let him
wasn't too
finish.
thrilled with Howard Hughes.
No,
Finish.
They had
you got.
Eric Snow. I'm just thinking at the top of my head who's on the team. Mo Williams. Was Mo
Right.
Williams on that team? I don't think so. I'm not
No, he
sure.
was 9. '07. No, he was 9. He was on the Cavs '07. But look what I'm talking about. Drew Gooden give you some energy. Didn't give you energy. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
Booby
consistent.
Gibson.
What game is this? Game one?
You want me to do a game by game, a whole series?
Well, so this the whole series.
A whole
All
How
right,
much
all right.
series.
So
Let me
LeBron
do game by
average?
game.
Game,
Let me see how much
game by
LeBron
game.
average.
Let me
We
increase
could
it.
go
Let me
because it was
increase
only
it.
4 games. So yeah, go game by game.
All right, game by game. Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
Yeah, we're just talking about the Cavs, though. Look,
While
I know the
LeBron
Spurs
doesn't
are
have
the better
5
team.
rings.
2000. So for anybody that just came in, we're
7.
talking about the Cavs in the 2007 championship against the Spurs, and I was saying
So let's
that
see.
LeBron ain't had no help that year, but they did not
There's
just
a
force him to
lie
shoot like they did
because
later.
let's see. Booby Gibson gave you 16
I
off the
stay
bench,
mute on that argument.
more than LeBron. Booby Gibson gave you 16 off the bench. Verishak gave you 10 points and 4 rebounds. Big Z sucked. Okay. Larry Hughes sucked. Okay, in that game. Drew Gooden gave you 14 points in 4 rounds. In fact, Sasha Pavlovich had 13 in game one. He had help, right? But
He said,
LeBron
yo,
didn't play well that
he
game.
said, in fact, Sasha Pavlovich had 13 points.
Nah,
Where's the other person scoring
bro,
20, 25?
G
So
Money,
now you need 20
you
to
very
25. What are you
knowledgeable,
talking about?
bro. Yo, I don't know people that has knowledge like you, G Money. I'm gonna keep it real. So I
Thank you.
talk
You
to
don't
them,
need average 20 to
but
25 to be helpful, man. Okay,
that
I'll give you an
that,
example.
that Cleveland team, that '07 team, they were horrible. I don't know how the hell
They were
they
not
made
a
it to the
horrible team.
playoffs.
They're a good
I'm just being
defensively.
honest, man.
Bro,
I
bro,
They
gotta be
were
honest, man.
horrible.
you're not
They're
being
horrible.
honest. I'm not saying they were. Look, I never
No, I want
said
to
they
give.
were a
I'm
great
giving you
team.
your respect. I want to make
Reality
sure
said they were
that
a
I
good
go out my
defensive team.
way and give you your respect for your basketball intellect. But from
Okay,
watching that team,
so
I
they're
I ain't
great
gonna tell you what I was
defensively.
doing
Now they're
when the
horrible.
game was when the first 3 quarters was on. But I got home when the fourth quarter was on, and I
So you
saw that
see,
fourth quarter, and I saw that
let's
performance he
see,
put on.
one,
I was
two,
like, all
three,
right,
four,
this
five
dude is
Cavs were in double
great.
figures
He's
that
gonna be
night.
great. It's gonna be
In
great.
game one, Smoking Knick. Look at the facts I'm giving you. 5 Cavs players were in double figures that night. I didn't say they had to win this series, but it's not like he had no chance, though.
It's my shit. Oh no,
Hang on, guys. Someone's calling me.
sorry.
So
No.
G Baby basically saying that just because people put up 13 to 15 points in the game, that's help. But and we all know that LeBron had no help. You heard the names that he was counting: Booby Gibson, Sasha Pavlovic.
That team was horrible. I don't even know how they made it there. It's
Hold
like
on,
it's like it's like it's
hold
like it's like
on, hold
Miami
on.
again.
Drunas El Galkis.
Miami in the finals right now. I can't explain how they in the finals right now.
Well, I
You know, I
can't
saw
even
them win every game,
look the name.
pretty much every game. I can't explain it. I just like the spruces and the Caleb. What's the guy name? Caleb Smith or some shit like that. What's what I'm talking about? I can't. I can't.
Caleb Martin. Caleb
Caleb
Martin.
Martin. I can't see that team making it to the finals. We rooted for the Knicks and they played the Knicks, so we saw the series. We watched it very
How they
close.
make it? How they make it to the finals with Drew Gooden, bro?
Well, Drew Gooden had his little spots, but
Finish
he
those
still
That's what I'm
games.
wasn't
saying. It's not
never a top
Anderson,
notch player.
Arroyo.
He was never a top notch average. Now, average, no, big man, Ilgauskas.
I'm not
Ilgauskas
saying they
was
were great,
probably the
but they're
second
great
average on
defensively.
that
David
team.
Jones, Eric Snow, and Scott Pollard, bro.
They built a defensive. That's a
No,
defensive team. I can read those names and tell.
Yo, bro, that team was trash. They had Scott Pollard on their
They're not trash. They're
roster.
great
The team
defensively.
was trash.
Bro.
Scott Powell used to play with the Kings back in the day.
If you're trash, how you in the finals? If you're trash, how you in the finals? It wasn't just
That's
LeBron because in game
I didn't,
6, hang on, it wasn't
I
just
think,
LeBron
bro.
because in game
I
It
6,
think
was
Booby
LeBron,
LeBron.
Gibson.
bro.
It was
LeBron put him
LeBron.
on.
I ain't gonna lie,
You,
it was
you ever hear
LeBron,
that
bro.
term about how
So
they
you're
put you
the
when
no.
they put the team on his back? Yeah, he did that.
Okay,
I
hang
actually
on.
saw that. He put the team on his back
Yes, LeBron
because
was the best player, but you said that team was trash, right? Let's break
it
down
was. Yeah,
each game. Okay, but
Hold on, fellas.
open your mouth.
Hold on.
That's my friend Brandon.
G Money. What seed
Oh,
was he though?
that's your
Bro,
friend?
the Cavs
That's
are
me.
just, let's see.
Hold on. Let's introduce him.
Going on.
Get it the right way, man. What's going on, Brandon?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello, Brandon.
Oh, what's going on?
How
What's
you
going
doing?
on, Brandon?
Let me
All
give
right.
you a proper introduction for the first time for being on the panel, man. Where you at?
I
Yeah,
got
there we go.
the AI thing. I see that.
All right.
What's up, player? You been
All right.
Yeah, definitely
well,
feeling the intro. I love that intro.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. My camera a little crazy right now. My computer is offline right now. I'm getting it worked on. But
What was their seeding? Just to have an
For the number
idea
2
of
seed in the
what we're
East,
dealing with.
Cleveland won.
They were the number
The
2 in
Cavs
the
were
East. Okay.
and won 50 games. And you said LeBron had no help, right? Let's look at game 6. Let's look at
Hold on,
game
Nate.
3
Hold on. Do me a
against the
favor, real
Pistons.
quick, G baby. Do me one favor. Name the players on
Yeah.
the roster. Like, don't name the just name the players on the roster that LeBron played with that year.
Daniel Gibson, Anderson Varejao, Big Z, who's an all-star, Eric Snow, who's on the Sixers in 01, Sasha Pavlovich, Scott Pollard, who's a former Sacramento King, Drew Gooden, Larry Hughes. I'm not saying it was a great team. I'm not saying it was great, but you can't say it was a bum team.
Larry, besides Larry
No,
Hughes,
it was a bunch of great.
It's a
You know what it was?
I'll give El Galkins his due.
It was
was an all-star. Big Z was an
LeBron
all-star.
and a bunch of. It was LeBron. Hold on, it was Big Z was he had to be a factor. It was big. It was LeBron and a bunch of
So Daniel
good
Gibson to do anything in
all
the playoff run.
role players.
So
LeBron and a bunch of good role players. It is
you
what it
just
is.
said
Like look at the
Brandon,
4-0 in the
help.
finals.
Hold on. Let's give the guests some time to
My
speak.
bad. Yeah. Let me speak.
How do you feel about the 2007 Cleveland Cavaliers roster that went to the championship with LeBron? Do you feel like he carried them, or do you feel like he played with a bunch of good players?
I feel like he like you said, they were really good role players. They weren't, you know what I'm saying, they weren't offensive savants. They wasn't all-stars. Like, cause I believe if I'm correct, if I'm not correct, I believe Ben
Big Z
Wallace
was
was on that team, but he wasn't the same. He
no,
wasn't really the
he was
same
not.
player.
Let him
Right,
finish.
Ben.
G Money, let him talk.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But
Nah,
yeah,
if he
so I
compelled
don't.
me, I'm just saying.
You
Go ahead.
ask me.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't think that '07 team, I think that's probably one of the lesser talented teams LeBron had. And it was amazing because they got to the finals that year. I don't think nobody picked them. I think they was underdogs that whole
Yeah.
playoff series. So I don't think it wasn't a deep team, like deep enough to be finals, contenders. Because they had
I can agree.
Ben Wallace, Eric Snow, Big Z, was one of the greatest cats of all time. But still, he wasn't he wasn't LeBron's number 2, in my opinion. So yeah, that's where I stand on it.
No, if they didn't have Larry, I remember them years, man. I was friends with a dude from Cleveland, so we used to watch the game. So I remember, right?
Yep.
And it was Larry Hughes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Big Z was good on the blocking at the rim and then getting his little putbacks
Right.
and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? But then they seen the Spurs and they lost every game.
No,
Because
I understand.
G-Money,
very
hold on.
good role players.
You understand, but you don't understand, right?
Eric Snow was a good defender. He was a good defender because you remember
Good
Iverson
defender,
was
and
playing it too.
Yo, trust me,
throw
trust me. I'm a Philly fan. I know Eric Snow was our best defender. Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
he was the best defender. He was number 2. Iverson played a 2 guard while what's the name holding playing point, and they would bring Aaron McKee substitute in case when he put the A at the point. You know what I'm saying? And him at the but they would let Aaron McKee bring the ball up at times. So I know they had a good role, and he's a great role player, Eric Snow, but. Did they have Anderson Varejao at that time?
Yeah, 07 Varejao was there, and I want to throw
he was a good player.
I think that was his first or second year.
Yeah, he was a hustler. He was a hustler. You can't ask for that. He was a hustler. He was part of the reason they went deep.
Players, not and here's nothing.
But all he was a good role player. You said Scott Pollard. That was before the end of his career.
G Money. You looking at it from the numbers, right? You talking
it's
to
not
dudes
just
that
the numbers. I watched the games. I watched the games.
Hold on. Did you watch the games while they was going on?
Yes, I watched the games. Yes, when they were going on. Yes.
How old are you?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me ask my questions, man. I'm interrogating, man. I'm asking questions, man. Please.
All right, fine.
How old are you?
24.
So that means you was born in what?
98.
99? No, 98. 98.
Yes.
98, look. Yeah,
So,
you couldn't have seen them games. You was still a baby. You interpretation of
What are
them
you talking about? What,
I'm gonna pull the squad on that one.
bro, bro, bro,
interpretation of them
bro,
games would not be on point at that point. G baby, I'm not. Come on,
bro.
man.
Dog, SK. I'm not just looking at numbers. I'm also using context. I'm also watching the full game, man. Also, Ben Wallace in 07 was not on the Cavs that year. He was on the Bulls in
No, he
07, not
wasn't.
the
He wasn't.
Cavs.
He wasn't Cavs until like
Yeah, because we had I
2009,
said we, my
2009.
bad. They had Shaq. They had
Yeah,
Shaq
you're
at one
right.
point too.
Yeah, Shaq in
So that's how
Shaq
much.
in 2010. Yeah, but
That's
when I'm
how
saying it,
much they wanted LeBron to have a partner. Because that's when they went out and got Shaq. So it's like every year they got a new player. I mean, they got Mo Williams, I guess the next year, but they had to trade for him. They traded with him with the Bucks. They went out and got Shaq, but Shaq was like towards the end of his career. He pretty much was on his last leg.
yeah.
'Cause- So they was trying to put somebody with LeBron. I don't know why it was so hard for them, but
But you can't get these dudes out they prime or peaking when you got LeBron in his prime. That's why he took his jersey off and threw it in the dumpster after that last game because he was like, "Man, you know what? I'm tired
2010
of
game
this
season.
shit. You know,
I
he was like, I can't do this
Iron Man,
by
he didn't have a
myself.
number two.
it's cold
Okay, I'll
here.
give.
My kids and my girl keep talking about let's go somewhere hot and it's nice, and people talk about stay tough. And he was like, "F that shit." You know what?
LeBron was on some. You know what? They just
Hey,
they just making money off of me.
hold on, E. This how you knew he was. This how you knew he was shitting on Cleveland because he set up a whole
Mhm.
press conference. He could have just signed the contract in the background, and everybody could have just found out normally how free agency goes. No, he played with people emotions in Cleveland. He sat down and then told people to their face on national television, "I decided I'm taking my talents to South Beach." When he been knew he was taking his talents to South Beach.
That's I never really went into that whole media thing where he made that announcement, this and that. Because I mean it was dull, but that's what he wanted to do.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How many
You
players
know what I
before,
mean?
hold on. How many players before or after have done that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I said that it was dull. I agree. Number one, I agree. It was dull. It was a
You
dull.
talking about how many players
It was
did
a
that
low character
ESPN special
move.
thing?
What you say,
Say it again.
Brandon?
You talking about how many players did that whole ESPN special when he made the decision? You talking
Yeah.
about that?
Before or after? How many
Oh,
players have took a whole press conference out just to state where they was going in free agency? That's never been done before.
But
oh
nobody
no,
had
no.
that clout before. That
Not,
LeBron clout.
and I don't mean like college because it's been done in college, but in the
No, I
NBA,
said
you
clout,
don't
clout,
announce
clout,
a free
clout, clout,
agency
clout.
like that.
I wasn't trying to cut
Hold on.
Brandon off, but it was clout. Nobody had that clout. To answer your question, in other words, you asked me who's done it before him and this and that. I said I don't think anybody's ever had that clout like LeBron's had to do anything, and
Still don't.
that whole thing
But
was so
that,
negative. I
that
don't think anybody was wise enough to do
after
it again. You feel
it's
me?
Bro,
so serious. It's so serious that he knew it was such a bad decision that he's never even done that stupid shit again.
Yeah, it just was. I mean, he did it when he went back to Cleveland
Brandon, what you
in
feel
a
about that
sense.
situation? What you feel about that?
I did at first. I'm not gonna hold you. Like at first, because I'm a huge LeBron fan. Huge LeBron. Just follow him since his junior year at St. Vincent St. Mary's. So I thought he could never. Not so much he couldn't do wrong, but it's just like I was just always on board with what he did. But when he did that, I'm like, it seemed kind of like selfish and just more like my man said, it was for clout, but it was just like you could have just simply, because I know they had Twitter back then, you could have just simply made a tweet and just be like, "Yo, I'm just heading to South Beach or whatever." So yeah, it was. But looking back at it, like now that I'm grown, it's like okay, whatever. He made his decision. Let's just move on from it.
Mm,
So you know,
Yo, to
that's
be
exactly
honest,
how I feel. Yeah, it
yeah, I
was
didn't
just
I didn't care. I didn't
he
care
was
for it.
young, man.
It's all entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? Like if that's how you want to announce it, and it was a big decision. He gave Cleveland. He fulfilled his contract in Cleveland. He gave him all 8 years that he was supposed to give him. He gave him his rookie and he read up and he finished those contracts. So he wasn't wrong to
Right.
Well,
Why the contracts the
Smoke.
way he did.
Let me ask
And
you this question, Smoke.
hold on.
All right. They said it was, let's say it was dull, it was, unfortunate, whatever about him making that announcement. But who you think led the charge on, oh, that was disgusting. He could have did better than that. Who led the charge on that whole? Because a
You
lot
mean
of
like
people
what?
came.
You mean like what media person led the charge on that?
Who led the charge? And a lot of people followed, killing
Skip.
LeBron over
It was Skip.
that.
It was Skip Bayless. If my recollection plays me, it was Skip Bayless.
He did. A lot of people picked up on that. They
Mm-hmm.
said, "We gonna remember how I said it earlier." I was like, that old
Skip
saying.
Bayless made his name shitting on LeBron.
Once you bring them up, they try to
Everybody
bring you
knows.
down. You know what I'm
Anybody
saying?
with a brain know that. Anybody with a real
Exactly.
brain know that.
So people picked it up and said, "All right, we gonna bring this man down." And that's
Because
why I was like, my whole
it's so
thing with it
funny.
was he won on the
Hold on,
same team with Dwayne Wade. That was my issue.
it's
That
so
was it.
funny, right? It's so funny, bro. When Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and fucking Kawhi and Manu was on the Spurs, this man was the biggest Spurs fan in the world. He ain't been a Spurs fan in a decade.
Bro, listen. Who you talking about? Me?
Skip Bayless.
Oh,
Yeah.
Skip Bayless. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was
Yo,
about to say, I was
some
like,
of us
I
grew
ain't
up to
no
this
Spurs fan.
motherfucker talking. Hold on, some of us grew up to this motherfucker talking nonsense, my dude.
Yeah, he did. But you know
And
what?
we
Kawhi
remember
wasn't Kawhi.
he saying,
He
I
wasn't
remember
that
what
same
he said on
guy.
this phone. I remember.
Because if you look at it, we was talking about the '07 championship. It was Ginobili, it was Parker, and it was Tim Duncan's team.
And then
That
I
was the
think they
core.
just got I think they had just got Boris Diaw or somebody like that.
Maybe one of them. Yeah, probably one. They mix it up. Yeah, they probably had one of them guys on the team. So that was their original big three. To be honest, the Spurs. That was their original big three. When they got Kawhi,
It
you
was
could tell they got
organic,
better.
so it never got the hype like a Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh and them, because they was more international. You feel me? You got the Caribbean dude, you got the French dude, and then you got the Spanish dude. You know what I mean?
They got these guys. Remember, another thing about this, they got these guys from the draft, so you
Right.
can't
Exactly. It was
criticize.
that's why I said it was more organic.
Right.
Yeah, can't criticize that. Like
But that
you
was the
get a
big
player
thing
from the
too.
draft.
Or you can't even.
Yeah.
They should have. Yo, the Spurs should have been hyped up. Tony Parker was a monster. Manu was smarter than half the league. And then it's
Yeah.
Timmy.
Timmy, Tony Parker almost won an MVP one year. I forget what year it was, but he almost won an MVP.
Yeah. I think it was was it the '03 season? You're right. It was like early
No,
2000s or some shit. Yeah.
no. This was around the time when it was going against the Heat. Around that time when it
Oh
was going
really?
against the Heat.
Oh wow. Well
Yeah,
no, I say that because I remember this is like okay, he got drafted in I think '01.
yeah,
But
he did. He did.
he
He
was
got
he was
drafted
doing
like
good.
that.
He
He's
was
supposed to be
balling.
Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was supposed to be
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
number. And then they said,
Yeah.
"Oh, we got this dude right here. We might as well
Right,
keep
right.
going with him."
So yeah, he was balling. I remember like the NBA, correspondent was like, yeah, he's in MVP consideration. And I didn't wasn't against it. I'm like, yeah, this nigga balling. So yeah.
No, nah, Tim Duncan is a solid assassin, B. I'm
Man,
telling you.
No, Tim Duncan is he the great. He one of the greats. He missed them. He missed them bunnies though. That would have won him that the championships a couple years ago. I don't know if y'all remember that when we missed
yeah, I
the easy
remember.
layups.
You mean
I
the bunny
remember.
that Chris Bosh
Yeah.
caught and ultimately threw to Ray Allen? That
No,
Yes, when they didn't put him in the game, probably
I
the worst
think
move Pop could have ever made in his career.
taking
Or
Tim Duncan out, which was stupid.
how you
no,
don't put Tim
no,
Duncan in the game? If
That's
Tim Duncan
ridiculous.
was in the game, Bosh wasn't getting that rebound, and Ray Allen wasn't shooting that shot, and they was bringing the trophy around. They was about to bring the trophy around and give it to San Antonio.
No,
Spurs.
LeBron missed that three that Chris Bosh ultimately caught
Mhm.
and threw to Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And then but remember, the game was over,
So
but
that,
but but
we're up
but
by
but
three. We're up by
Pop
three.
took out, huh? What'd you
And then
say?
I'm saying
Kawhi
we're up
missed
by
those free
three.
throws.
And
Kawhi missed those
Ginobili.
Yeah,
free
he
throws
missed that
too.
one free throw. Yeah, he missed that free
And
throw. Yeah,
Ginobili
that's
too.
true.
And
He did. Yeah,
Ginobili.
and Ginobili too. He
And
missed that
Ginobili,
free throw too.
yeah. But ultimately that happened after Tim missed that clunker.
Yeah,
Well,
that shot, that dunk. He should just dunk the ball, but
the clunker you're talking about, that was actually in Game 7 when the Spurs were down 90-82. That was in Game 7. That was over Shane Battier. You know what I'm saying? The Conquer, that was in Game 7 over Shane Battier. He should have monster matched that. If he did that, he would have tied the game, and who knows? Yeah. And then LeBron
Well,
did the
Yeah,
jump at the
with
right
the layup.
elbow.
Yeah, he should have
trying to
just
finesse it with the finger
dragged.
roll, bro.
It's
What's
like the
wrong?
one time you think that, all right, I'm gonna go lay this up easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a big man, so you dunking the ball as hard as you can. He lay it up easy. He missed it,
And then
and
LeBron hit the
he
jumper
kind
off the right
he kind
elbow.
of turned. Yeah, he kind of turned. He looked like in the fourth quarter. You started
Mhm.
seeing glimpses of the old Duncan. Like he was saving something. Like I
Yeah.
might need bring the old Duncan on my back just for a few minutes because he was getting older. Because he was like, we
Mhm.
might need this to win, but unfortunately, they didn't win. They lost because of that Ray
That
Allen
missed
shot. It
time.
saved them. Game
Right.
7, took them to game
Right.
7. Yeah.
Right. The
They
Spurs just
lost
make the
because
free throws
they
when it
lost
matters.
because Chris Bosh got the greatest offensive rebound in NBA history,
Save
and he passed it.
And those
LeBron
his first
career.
free throws.
Oh, bro, they'd have lost that championship, bro. It was over for LeBron.
Yep.
Save LeBron career. That's true. They lost
Oh,
against the
What,
Mavs.
and to be
what do
honest
you
with
think
you,
about that,
I
Brandon?
gave more credit. I gave more credit to that finals to Ray Allen than I did LeBron. I ain't gonna hold you.
Facts. I said that earlier. Yep.
Yeah, that
Because
was a good finals though. I was talking no basketball
they were
fan. That was
supposed
a
to
good one.
lose, and Chris Bosh and Ray Allen was like, not tonight.
Hmm. And don't forget,
Listen,
people
I'm
forget.
telling you,
I want to throw
let me
that out
tell
there too.
you,
Remember?
We
Right.
can't hear
Right.
you, G Money. You gotta turn your shit.
yeah,
You gotta turn your mic
because you
up.
keep going back and forth, and we don't know if you're talking or not. Yeah,
Sorry. I was about to say that. Remember, Chris Bosh also had the big block on Danny Green in overtime when the Spurs were only down 103-100 when Green was about to tie the game, but Bosh had the big block. No one talks about that play. That would have
nah, I don't remember that.
I remember
you
that.
won't.
Yeah, but well, you know why they don't talk about it? Because his rebound was overshadowed that shit. So that's why they
It
probably
did.
don't talk
It
about
did.
it.
That's
Yeah.
true. If the Spurs just make their free throws, the railing three doesn't matter. If the Spurs just make their free
That's
throws,
a
the railing
fact.
three
That's
doesn't
a
matter.
fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact. But it's not our fault that some people can't live up to the moment, right? Kawhi missed the free throw. That ain't your problem.
And
It's your
Ginobili,
problem. Get that. LeBron shouldn't have took that. He been doing that stupid ass shit for years, thinking I'm gonna just end it. No, right? He
and do my
was
I didn't
pose.
mind that though.
lucky Chris Bosh caught that ball and
And
made a
tipped
quick
it back.
decision. Like, yo, there go Ray. Bang.
No, he
And Ray
didn't.
Allen
Yeah,
just dotted it one time, topped his toes, and was like,
He
bang.
bang.
and also, and speaking of crazy
That's
shots that
it.
should have
That's
been a
all it
three,
takes, bro.
guys. Speaking of
I
It's funny.
crazy,
It's
remember.
funny how Chris Bosh knew not to go back to LeBron.
It's yeah. Well, shit, look at the shot he took. You know what I'm saying? Like you
It's
gonna
funny
take
he knew
Jim?
not to go back to LeBron. That's funny.
Look at the shot he took. He took a shot like LeBron. You don't hit these shots. So what are you shooting this for? You know what
but
I'm saying?
speaking,
You trying to
This is
lose?
a better shooter. They turned Chris Bosh into a three-point shooter with
this was
Miami.
bad. Yeah, that was
Well,
terrible.
he turned into a floor stretcher. His role diminished. Believe it or not.
I want to throw it out
And
there. You remember? Right.
his role diminished. He's a bona fide number
Nah,
one.
his role diminished and Kevin Love's role diminished when he got with Cleveland. They did way more than they did when they got with LeBron, but LeBron needs to touch the ball at all times, so they can't do what they do.
Let me ask y'all
Right.
all a question. Check this out.
Mhm,
We talking about role
mhm,
diminishing, right?
mhm.
So I'm sure you heard the rumors Melo. Well, they was talking about Melo instead of Bosh going to Miami.
Yeah.
Who you
Yeah.
think role would have diminished if Melo would have went to Miami with
That's a good
LeBron,
question.
Wade, and Bosh? Whose role would have diminished?
Mm,
I
that's a
say
good
same
question.
as Bosch. I say Sally Bosch. Still,
Nah, it would have
I
been
say
it would
Sally.
have been Melo, Wade, and Bosh. It was gonna be Melo, Wade, and Braun.
You make you
Yeah.
think.
Bosh was the late throw-in.
Right.
But
That's
no,
true.
LeBron wasn't a scorer like Melo at that point. Melo was a better scorer.
So that means Dwayne Wade would have been the third option because Melo getting the ball first.
It make you think, right? Everybody got a different answer. It make you think, like, is
First,
Melo
man.
gonna get his shots
The
regardless?
ball first, Melo LeBron gotta set the ball up for everybody. You gotta do everything. It's like, nah, bruh. Y'all, people forget about Melo, bruh, who Melo is and how Melo used to get
He,
down, man.
Nah, it
Melo
would
he
have
can
been
crazy.
so
post
much
up.
easier for Melo because Melo,
And
remember,
Melo can
remember in the
post up.
Olympics, even though the
Yeah.
Olympics is not the same caliber of the NBA, but you can
Yep.
see his
Mhm.
style of play in the Olympics.
Yep.
They would have been doing shit like that. You
But
know
here's
what I
the thing.
mean?
Would that make Melo? If I would have to guess, if Melo was on Miami, if I had to guess, they would have made him into a shooter. And I don't think would have. Even though Melo can shoot, don't get me wrong, just making him a jump shooter would not fit Melo because Melo can also bang. You know why Melo struggled in Houston with Chris Paul and James Harden? Because they made Melo to a shooter rather just make him work in the mid-range area in the post. I think
Nah,
mine would have made Melo to a shooter.
nah, baby. I gotta stop you right there. I watched Melo whole career, right, from college and on. You feel me? And Melo is a rhythm player. He need to touch the ball, touch it a couple times,
That's
cross
yeah,
you up,
Yep.
do a couple
mhm,
moves, ISO make you
yeah,
like he come from an era where dudes make you look stupid and silly. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now these
yeah,
dudes is play basketball however they play basketball, but you
Yeah,
know what I mean? He come from an
I
era where
agree. He
make you look
come
I
from
agree
that
with that.
era.
silly.
Yeah.
mhm,
A lot
He
more
comes
freedom
from
today.
that
Yeah.
era. He does come from that era, but you got to understand the game evolved while he was in the NBA, and it was at one point where I knew that the mid range game they wasn't really paying too much attention to it. They would that was like more like the shot where they said they would give you the mid range.
Mm.
mhm.
So Melo had a chance. I think he should. And you say Melo turned to a jump shooter, this and that. Melo should have moved the power forward at
No,
one
I'm
point in his
saying
career.
he would have turned jump shooter. What I was saying is this. What I was saying is that if Melo had went to Miami, if I would have to guess, I think it would have made him more of a jump shooter. I know Melo can hit jumpers. I know it. But you know what? And Melo's an all-time great. You know why he struggled with Chris Paul and James Harden on the Rockets? They made him to a shooter. But Melo's not just a shooter. He
Yeah,
can also hang in the post. I'm saying that
yeah,
if I would need to guess, if he had went to the Heat, LeBron would have made him to a shooter. That's what I'm saying. LeBron
yeah,
would have made him to a shooter, which would not fit his game. Yeah, Melo can
yeah,
shoot, but like what SK said, he's a rhythm guy. He needs also the ball in the
yeah.
mid post, the pinch
You're
No,
post,
right.
I
the
think, I
threes.
think,
But that's
I
the
think,
thing. That's
I
what I
think
mean.
he would have been a better Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker had everything in
Facts. Facts.
04.
That's what,
Yep.
I
eventually. That's what I
think,
said.
yeah, no, I
Eventually,
think he could have been a better Antoine Walker. Could post, shoot threes, hit you from the block, come to the
Mm-hmm.
nail, knock you down from there, either
Right.
baseline. You feel what I'm saying?
if he
Post you up,
wanted to,
turn around.
who's gonna play? Who's gonna
Like
play power forward for the for? If let's say for example that happened, who would have played power forward, LeBron or Melo?
LeBron.
LeBron
LeBron.
would have played power forward.
LeBron. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Because
LeBron,
LeBron shoot as
LeBron would
good
have
as
been a
Melo shoot.
Jokic in a
LeBron shoot
sense.
better than
Basically, yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
at that
Yeah.
time. LeBron shoot better than Melo.
No, he's never shot better
No,
than Melo.
Melo's a better shooter by far. Melo.
So
So
come on.
LeBron, LeBron
Let's
would have been a
context.
power forward.
At this time, just because LeBron had the longevity, we could speak of LeBron on longevity. But at that time, LeBron, it was 1A, 1B with them. It was always a. It's just
Okay,
they
I
hold
agree with that.
LeBron to a higher standard because
Yeah.
they got a ball. They need a face to
yeah, I hear you. I
what it
agree
is.
with you. It's something I think it's something I'm thinking about right now. That's all, and I'm just sharing it.
One
You know what
person
I'm
get
saying? Who would have been the number one if that would have happened?
I
You know
think
what I
but
mean?
it's a
LeBron
lot of
would have
shit
been number one.
behind why one person get promoted over the next person, bro. It's a lot of shit behind it. Money,
Mm-hmm.
man.
I
Money,
think
man.
Oh
they
yeah,
all would have been
definitely.
averaging like it would have been back and forth. I think it would have been they all would have been averaging like 25 points per game. Put it that way. They all would have been giving you at least 75
I
points a
think
game.
so.
Like
All three of them.
why they rob Melo of the rookie of the year?
They
Yeah, that
did.
was some bull.
It
They
was
did.
because of stats. That's what because of statistics. But if you have watched that year, LeBron had a good year in '04, but Melo had a better year and was more impactful.
Hold on,
When you
Melo had
watch
the
the
better numbers
Yeah,
and
he
Melo,
had
he
the
took
better
Melo
his
numbers.
team.
averaging better
He had a better
numbers.
no,
Melo
numbers.
had
Melo
the
had a
better
better
numbers
year.
and he
Melo
took
had a
his
better
team to
year.
the playoffs.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Melo did. He did.
He had the
Guys,
better
I'm not
numbers. He
arguing
had
with
he
the
you. I'm
did.
better
agreeing with
numbers.
you.
Melo
I'm
was better than
agreeing.
LeBron for like 6, 7 years. He just was on a
Yeah.
terrible team.
And he took his
Melo took
team
his
to a
team
tough
to the
Western
conference.
Conference. That's the crazy
That's
thing
Conference
about it.
true.
finals.
When they ran into
Niggas
Kobe,
don't
remember they ran
niggas
into
won't
Kobe?
admit that. They'll just pretend LeBron been like this his whole career. Nah, Melo was way better than LeBron their first 6, 7 years in the league. Fuck you
Well,
talking about?
I seen in Melo his first beginning of his career. Remember when AI got traded to Denver? I've been watching Melo since then because I had a
Yeah,
league
I
pass.
remember.
Kenny
And
Payne. Kenny Payne, you a LeBron fan? He said LeBron and Julius get the same treatment. I don't think that's true, man. LeBron get way
LeBron
more. LeBron get way more elbow rubs and pulls than anybody else I've ever seen in NBA history. You feel what I'm
but
saying?
LeBron, he built up enough clout to get those superstar calls.
Hey
Like,
guys,
like, like, like,
guys.
like,
Speaking of,
you know,
right.
you know who get more hate than Julius Randle? Devin Haney, the undisputed 135 J. That's the only person that I see get more hate than Julius Randle.
Right.
Then
Speaking of,
Julius
True.
arrested.
Yep.
right, and speaking of hate,
You should know what I'm
speaking of
talking
the
about,
shot,
Brandon. You know what I'm Brandon. The Devin Haney be getting mad. I like all the fighters,
right,
right? But
Right.
right,
I'm on the line listening to how people be talking. I'm like, man, that motherfucker be getting hella hate. Why niggas
You
be
do. Like it's
hating?
crazy. Yeah.
Hating. They don't even
don't
they
listen
don't
to those
even big
people,
you
man.
up for your accomplishments. It's all about what you can't do. I'm
Yeah.
like,
But don't
damn.
listen to those people. I don't listen to those people. And hang on, just want
I
to
don't
Nah,
follow up.
you
either,
gotta
but
listen
making a
to your
point.
haters, bro. You gotta listen to
Yeah, I won't.
everybody.
Let
My,
Quiet Money talk. He was saying something.
Oh no, I was saying, yeah, like my man said, yeah, you gotta listen to your haters, let them talk. That's gonna add fuel to your fire. So and you can't run them, you can't run from the hate. You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's
I
part of
let
the
them.
game.
I mean, I
Yeah.
let them talk, but I mean, you
I
that.
thought
I mean, I let them talk, but if they're seeing things that are absolutely featherbrain, I'll just ignore them. They can
I thought you
talk.
were trying to say something. I thought you were trying to say something.
No, I'm not saying react to it, G baby. That's not what
Right.
I'm saying. What I'm saying is
No.
you gotta see how people perceive
Exactly.
you
Yep.
to see if you agree or if you disagree, right? Somebody just because not all hate is coming from some hate is just hate, right? Where
Yeah.
motherfuckers
He's a
just don't like
cat.
to be better than them in so many areas. But other hate,
They can't change. It's just
other hate
you
comes
have
from
to
a
really
place
hate me, huh?
understanding they might be studying you. You never know how people perceive you
Right.
and what they think about you and
Exactly.
what
No,
they
but
how
I
they
can. That part I
actually,
can agree with. That part I can
you
agree
know
with.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
You
facts.
have
But see, G and G, you gotta understand too. That's the world for you. Gotta see how you gotta move according to how the world moves too. You always gotta be steps ahead. It's like chess rather than
I
checkers.
agree with that.
So
I
you
agree
know what
with
I
that.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
That I can agree with.
and
But,
people have patterns as well. Let me elaborate on what my man's is saying, right? People have patterns just because they're different. No, everybody, you could go to another country, people are still struggling in ways you may be struggling. So
Yep.
you got to find ways to relate your circumstances and your scenarios. And that's how you can read what's coming before it even comes. You feel what I'm saying?
I, I feel
well,
what you're
I
saying, but
guess
when I'm
it,
saying,
it,
I feel what you're saying, but you have to feel what I'm saying though. When I mean by the word, and you guys are right. You guys are right.
Go
Sometimes you
on
just
and say
gotta
what you feel.
flip
Say
it.
what you feel, man. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying is that, and I'm just and you guys are right. But what I'm saying is that when I mean by the word, when I mean by won't listen to my haters, I'm gonna choose to ignore what they have to. They can say what they want, but if I know what they're saying doesn't up, I'm gonna choose to ignore, and I have the right to do that though. You can't when I'm. We can hear everything in life you need to hear, but listening to means you're gonna take it seriously though. It's kind of like making sense of what they're saying, but you don't need to make it make sense, Like I'm saying, I don't need to listen to everything I hear. You know what I'm saying? I can just choose to ignore. Like I want to ask you, if someone called you a bitch ass nigga, would you listen to that?
say that
You,
again.
if somebody called you a bitch ass nigga, would you listen to that? I would not. I would just ignore it because I know I'm not one. I have flaws, yes, but I know I'm not a BAN. You know what I'm saying? It's just an example.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I'll take it. I'll take it as an insult.
Somebody call you a
So don't.
BAN, you know what you're supposed to do?
It's
Say,
an insult.
bro, can I holler at you for a minute? Can I talk to you for a second?
Right, right.
If you ever
I'll
talk
take-
to me like that again, and you got to do it respectfully and very quietly, right? So a person respect you, that you didn't embarrass them in front of everybody like they did you, right? They'll respect you even more when you tell them, if you ever talk to me like that again, my nigga, it's gonna be a fucking problem, my man.
Yep. Yep.
And then you
Which I
just
can
move
agree with
along.
that.
If they ever fix themselves to do it
Keep
again, then you
moving.
realize it gotta be a problem. And because if you said it was, so now you gotta dump them. You can't be
Yeah,
afraid to
now
talk to
he lurking for a problem, or the person lurking
Right.
for the problem.
Right,
Exactly.
to
If
adult. And I
that's
I
don't
the
agree.
promote
case,
violence. That's not what I'm saying. I don't promote violence. But sometimes the people need to be thumped. Sometimes, man. You know
no,
what I
I'm
mean?
That's
saying if
what
you
I
tell
agree
him
with
the
that.
second time, and
So you
then
warn them.
he still
So
tries to disrespect you, right?
right.
So
Correct.
now it's like, all right, this guy
Especially if you come to
he
an
wants a problem.
understanding, bro. If you come to an understanding, then y'all should understand. You know.
A mature person in this world today would be like, you call him a bitch ass nigga, whatever, whatever. They're gonna, like you say, they're gonna say, okay, you know what, police aside, listen, it's gonna be a
Adelaide,
problem.
shut up.
But if you come at him again and try to play him again, now it's like, all right, okay, now I got nothing. It's like this dude is really trying to insult me. Maybe I might have to. My thing, I got a 3 strikes rule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You cross me
Three,
once,
nah,
cross me
3 strikes is
twice.
too many.
You
Three
cross me.
strikes is too many. You gotta. It depends on the like. If I'm not coming at you weird or funny, then you shouldn't be coming at me weird or funny, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I
So
agree with
yeah,
that.
I
exactly.
gotta
That should be.
I
I
gotta
agree
treat
totally
me
with
how
that.
I treat you rule. If I'm not coming at you weird or funny, don't come at me weird or funny at all. You know?
That I can
Yep.
agree.
I agree.
I say three
Right.
strikes you
But
out.
when I
That's how that was my rule.
but what I was saying what I'm saying is this though. You guys made some great points, but I mean we hear everything in life, but listening and ignoring are two different things. Ignoring
Correct.
means just not to listen to it and just throw it away. What I mean, what I'm saying is that you don't need to listen to everything. Because listening means believing or making sense in the way it is. I hear everything in life, but what I mean doesn't it makes no
So
logic whatsoever. I
you,
have the right to not listen
you
to it. I
don't
just
have to
ignore it. That's
you don't have to over explain your logic because we've been there, done that, right? So let me tell you, I hear it, I interpret exactly what you're saying. Yeah, but I would say this, right? Hear
Mhm.
and listen to everything a person says. Just because you disregard it and you might not use the information doesn't mean you shouldn't use it, right? Feel what I'm saying? Because when people feel like they could joke about things, that's because they see chinks in your armor, perceived chinks in your armor. Not to say that you may feel this way about yourself. How you feel about yourself ultimately is the most important thing, to be honest. But perception is reality, G baby. That's just how it is. How people perceive you, what they think about you, what it is what it is. You feel me? You could be a whole different person on the outside, but then when you show people this is what it is, that's what they're gonna think you are. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
No,
That's true,
you're
bro.
right. But what I'm saying is that hearing and listening to the I'm not trying to make this a grammar thing. I'm sorry, guys.
I
I'm
know what
not.
hearing and
Nah,
listening.
nah, nah, nah,
It's
nah.
two
You
different
just
You
things.
open
Two different
questioning,
things.
you
open
talking to
questioning.
dudes that damn near 40, right? Man, I know I'm damn near 40. I'm 35, about to be 36, right?
Yeah. Me
No
Right.
too.
problem.
Yep. Me too.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
so
we've seen it
you
all. We matured
yes,
twice.
you talking to dudes that's
You know
been
what
where
I'm
you
saying?
are longer than you are because I come from a place where I had to grow up when I was a kid. I didn't grow up just now. I grew up a long time ago.
Like
Right. But what
seriously,
I'm saying
like
is that
we had to
disregarding
mature
and
a few
ignoring
times
means to not
before
listen.
we
That's what I'm
came to the
saying.
conclusion on how to handle certain
Long
things.
time
You know?
ago. So you preaching to the choir. We know the difference between listening and hearing, bro. We definitely know.
Like I'm gonna hear what you have. I'm gonna hear everything. But when I'm saying is that disregarding and ignoring means to not listen. That's what it means. Like that's what I'm trying to say. That we hear
But I
everything,
would never
but listening
disregard
means you choose.
because a person could give you a tidbit of information and 90% of the information was trash. But then you come into a situation where that 10% of information is actually beneficial to you.
Oh, if that
Mm-hmm.
information is beneficial, of course I'll listen to it.
That's why you gotta listen and then hear and then store it. And then when it comes to a situation, a scenario there where you can use the information, that's when you use it.
No, no, you're
Facts.
That's why
right.
you
No,
that's why
and
you
you're
can't
right. That's
disregard any information, G baby. That's what I'm saying.
no, no. I agree with you, but I'm agreeing with you. But you just hit it right in the nail. If the information is true or at least objective, at least beneficial, like you said, I will listen to it and use it for my advantage. But if the information, let's say, is false, let's say is a lie, let's say is detrimental, then I would not listen to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
But some detrimental. What's up, E Dub? Some detrimental information is necessary, man. I'm telling you. Just because it don't make you feel good doesn't mean you don't need that information, man.
Right.
I mean, if
It's
you
just how
say
it is.
so.
Detrimental. And
I mean,
what if somebody coming out there telling the truth about you because you've been doing
like,
something you ain't supposed to been doing because
Well,
you
but again,
perpetrating
that's
yourself.
beneficial.
I'm not
Here's
talking
the
it,
about.
difference.
Hold on. Don't be defensive because I'm not talking about you personally, right?
No,
I'm
I know
talking
that.
in
I know
general.
that.
There's a lot of people perpetrating like they something that they not, and they doing things that they know they should not be doing, right? And if somebody finds out that information and then they perpetrate you in the way that you truthfully are, how is that detrimental? Is it detrimental because it's true? Or is it detrimental because you don't want them to know about that information? So it's a lot of scenarios we could. So it just depends on the information and if it's true. Like detrimental, if people just spreading lies about you and they just lying on you every day, then I wouldn't listen to that. Nobody would listen to that. And matter of fact, you should sue them for liable or libel. You know
the
what I
Yeah,
mean?
person,
Because
depending
that's
on
what
the
he's.
person,
That's what
depending on the person you're talking about, it might all just be about leverage.
but
Mm-hmm.
but
that's what I was
but
trying to
but
say.
But no, I get what you say. I get what you're saying. I told you, bro. We don't lived 1,000 lives out here, my G. We know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It all depends on leverage when it comes down to it.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's gonna be other
Yeah.
things
I would
that's
never come
gonna
on my
be.
live be like, you know what about G Money? You know what I heard G Money doing? This, that, the third. You know what I seen him doing? Because I'd be clearly lying because we don't hang out, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
you could sue
Yeah.
me for lying on you because I could defame
Right.
your character for the simple fact that you don't know who's seen my live.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
there is levels to things, and most people don't do that. They give you personal attacks, but they don't lie on you. They might call you names, but that's not a lie. That's just a name. You see what I'm saying? People,
Okay.
trust me. I'm telling you, people know better, bro.
Okay. And speaking of something that wasn't a lie, remember Kevin Durant's? No one talks about this shot. Remember Kevin Durant's crazy shot over uh uh in Game 7 against the Bucks? Though, is there a way that I can?
Oh yeah, sure.
Remember, is there a way that I can show it
What's
to
on the
everyone?
line?
With the
Yeah,
foot,
it's
with the foot, with the
but
foot,
on the
with
line.
the
Is
foot
there a way
being
that
on
I
the
can show
foul
it or I'll
line,
be in trouble?
on the 3 point
Right.
line.
Is there a way that I can show it or I'll be in trouble? Is there a
No,
way
you
that I can?
want just mute it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just mute it. Where your
Right.
man's
Yeah,
go? He dipped.
that was like his
He,
last calling. That after that, it was like he hasn't been the same since then. Unfortunately, he was
are
doing it by himself.
you talk about KD? Hang on,
Yeah,
guys.
he gonna get you. He's still gonna get you your 30 easy. But I don't know if he's a game changer the way he. It's crazy too, but I don't know if he's a game changer the way he used to be. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's
Stay
crazy.
safe,
It's
Brandon.
crazy.
Yeah.
Too many
Stay
accumulated
safe,
injuries.
Brandon.
Too many accumulated injuries back to back to back. That's a problem.
That's probably what it is, and because he's not effective, But they respect him.
Stay
You
safe,
gotta
Brandon. Stay
respect
safe,
him.
help. Stay safe, Brandon. It was
Word,
nice seeing you
man.
again, Brandon.
Appreciate you, man. You're welcome anytime, my G. Feel me?
Right.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
met
I
Brandon
understand
at
you
Prince
down.
Sports. By the way, I met Brandon at Prince Sports. The other channel, Prince Sports. That's where I met Brandon. He's an awesome guy, man. Very awesome. Yeah, you
That's
got
what's
it though. Yeah,
what?
you got. Let me try share screen. Oh fuck! I mean,
No,
damn
just
it.
share it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
removed
Yeah.
you removed it. It was there.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it
Stay
was
safe,
there.
Brandon. Brandon's an awesome guy. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all muted. Also, remember, look at
Yeah.
this play right here.
Hold on. Sorry.
Look how close it was. When you first saw this shot, did you thought it was a three when you first saw this shot?
Until they called the replay, right?
Yeah, until they called a replay. Yeah, when you first saw it firsthand, you thought it was a three or a two.
Hold on. Replay it.
This is at the Barclays. I remember that night.
Yeah.
Replay it.
Okay, let me just skip it. Skip it.
Like, yeah, we thought he was amazing at
Right here.
one point. He's like, this dude he's the best player. That's when he started getting that best player in the world title again. Because it wasn't just one shot. He had a couple of shots.
Honestly, he never usurped LeBron as the best player in the world, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
After this game, they was because LeBron was on the down. Let's be honest, LeBron was on the downfall of his career.
And he lost to the
Downfall
Suns in the
too.
first round.
Still,
Lakers.
still averaging 30 points. I don't know how. Don't ask me how, but you could tell in people's body language, like, wow. But this was the time when
Guys,
his mom was
look how
crying.
close it was. Look how close it was. I want to ask you one question. I know we will never truly know this, but if that was a 3-pointer, if his sneakers were smaller, I'm gonna here.
That shot should have counted. They should have brought that up. Well, I don't know. I'm not the other team. I don't know how I feel.
Okay, but look at sneakers look at big sneakers on the 3-point line. I want to ask you one question, guys. If I know we will never truly know, but if hypothetically speaking, that was a 3. Let's say sneakers were small and that was a 3, and say the Nets probably win that game. Do you think Brooklyn would have been Atlanta and Phoenix to win it all in 2021 or no?
Yes.
Probably. Yes. Remember, they were hurt though, but I think they were coming back.
Yeah.
Because
James Harden, it's like he was exposed. Like he's never been the same.
This the series that catapulted the Milwaukee Bucks to win the whole title.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
This is fresh off the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they let the fans back in the arena.
Yeah. So you're saying that if Durant's sneakers were smaller, you think the Nets would have won the championship?
It probably would have.
Nah. Fuck his sneakers being he too close to the line.
Yeah. I don't know how the refs see that all the time.
If he hit the line, regardless if his sneaker been smaller, that's a Skip Bayless narrative. Matter of fact, he took that shot too close to the line in general.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. So you're saying Smoking Knick and Eases that if that was a 3, if he was behind the line and the Nets more than likely win that game and go to and move on, you think it would have been the Hawks and Suns, right?
Correct.
Okay.
No problem.
No, I don't think it would have been the Hawks or Suns because I'll take it here. I feel like if
I'm saying that
Kawhi Leonard didn't get injured, you remember when Joe Ingles pushed him at the end of the game and he tore his knee? Then the Clippers, I think the Clippers would have been a team to beat. That would have been a good series. It's a pick 'em. If it was the Clippers and the Brooklyn. But yeah, let's go back to what you were saying. The Suns.
Right. But
he's just speaking in hypothetical. Just in case, just say because Milwaukee won that championship, right? Because they beat the Brooklyn Nets. So let's just put Brooklyn in Milwaukee's place, right? And then let's say, boom. If hold on, G baby. Just say, and I'm backing up what you're saying. So listen to me, right? So let's just say excuse me.
I think I know what you mean. I just kind of blurted that out.
Let me finish for the listeners and the people that's listening, so they understand what we're talking about, right? Let's just say that what was the fuck, man? You cut me off in the middle of my point. Let me forget what are we talking about?
We're talking about what would have happened if Durant the Hawks and Suns.
So let's just say that the Brooklyn beats Milwaukee, and then they playing against the Suns, right? So how do you think that series goes? Is what we're talking about.
Right, but don't forget, they would have played Atlanta. I'm going to answer your question, but what I'm saying is that they would have
beat Atlanta easy because they got Kyrie and what's the name can't do nothing with Kyrie, and they didn't have James Harden on Atlanta. Brooklyn had Harden at the time too, huh?
No. Brooklyn Harden. I'm in Brooklyn, so they play closer games. Harden and Kyrie Irving were injured for the majority of that series. Harden came
You're right.
back for the last few games, and he
In
wasn't
game, he came
himself.
back game 5. Yeah, he came back in game 5.
He
Yeah,
wasn't himself. And then I
right.
think they tried the same thing with Kyrie, tried to bring him back. He wasn't himself.
Kyrie never came back
So
after game 4. He was done. Kyrie didn't come back. He was done.
okay, yeah. Then he was done. You see,
Yeah.
he knows more than me. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
that.
problem. So nah. Depending on if he wasn't gonna come back, then nah, I take that back, bro. I was wrong, and let me drop a bomb for admitting that I was wrong.
Nah, I was saying you wasn't far off.
No,
You
I
weren't.
wasn't far off, but I was technically wrong because you right, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. E. You right. If those dudes was injured and they barely coming back, they probably could have lost that Atlanta series because ain't no telling what injury or knick-knack thing could happen to them next, right? So
Good point.
you got a good point. You got a great point right there. You feel me? And it's valid enough to acknowledge. So I'll
Good
definitely
point.
give you that for sure. But
Okay.
Thanks. Sure.
so G Money, to acknowledge what you're saying, or no, to continue on the damn son, I don't know who they like. It just depends on who plays at this point because as
Right.
E brought up, like Harden had just came back from injury. Ain't no telling if Kyrie was going to come back from injury.
True.
KD was basically by his fucking self. So
He went out and scored 50.
yeah. So
That
even if
too.
they win the Atlanta series, right? Like
That played the
that
Phoenix in the NBA Finals.
that Phoenix or even the other series would have been tough. That would have been tough.
Good point. Good point. If I would have to guess, if I would have to guess, right?
Yeah.
If Durant was behind the 3-point line and more than likely to beat the Bucks, I do think they would have been the Hawks in the conference final. I think so because of experience. But if you talk about NBA finals, I don't think they would have been the Suns. I don't think so. Because here's the thing, right? The Nets that year didn't have enough depth, and who's going to guard DeAndre 18 in the paint? I know 18 is soft sometimes. I get it. At the same time, that year, DeAndre 18 was actually balling in the playoffs in 2021 up until the finals. So if and also get Chris Paul and Devin Booker were a top 5 duo in the NBA at that time. So what I'm
Right.
saying is that if the Nets, let's say, did beat the if Durant was behind the 3-point line and say the Nets moved on, I think it would have been the Hawks, but I don't think it would have been the Suns. I think they would have lost to the Suns in the finals because the Suns were also deep with Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Dario Saric, Payne. They were a deeper team. So I think the Suns would have been the Nets in
Well,
2021.
let me rebut. Okay, when you finish, I want to rebut that.
Go
From
ahead.
what you were saying when you finished. Nah, because I was just gonna say if you we're talking about the Suns, can they have beaten the Suns? I believe the Suns kind of got to the NBA Finals kind of easy. They kind of got let off kind of easy when Kawhi got hurt because they were in demand of that series. Or actually, no, they was playing
They played the
Utah.
Lakers, Nuggets, and then
Utah.
Clippers.
Yeah, but you can tell that they were better. That's when Donovan Mitchell was just, remember when Donovan Mitchell would just take shots from anywhere and they was going in. So they was able to get by them. And I just knew if they get past the Suns and the Suns was showing chinks in their armor, I was like, okay, they're going to get a spot in the finals against somebody. I thought it was probably Embiid. But, let's go by what you were saying.
Right, but what I was saying is that if Durant was behind the 3-point line and say they advanced, I'm saying that the Nets' depth would have been a problem against the Suns. I think the Suns would have beaten them because of their depth, rebounding, and the fact that who's going to guard Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. If the Nets were healthy, I would probably give a slight edge towards Brooklyn. If you talk about a one-legged Kyrie and a one-legged Harden, I don't think so. I think the Suns would have beaten them. I do think the Nets would have beaten the Hawks regardless. I know Atlanta was a Cinderella team that year, but I don't think Atlanta would have beaten them due to experience, and they also were not a good defensive team themselves. But if Durant was behind the 3-point line, I think Phoenix would have gotten them though. Because also coaching, Monty Williams is a better coach than Steve Nash, and that's what I'm saying. Hey guys,
You know, you know how much money Monty Williams getting?
You out of here, G baby?
No, I'm still here. I'm not leaving. I'm still here.
Oh.
No, I said, do you guys know how much money Monty Williams just got paid?
Oh yeah, 6
Monty
years,
Williams, the coach.
Yeah, 60. With the Pistons right now, 6 years,
Yeah.
72 million.
$72 million, bro, for a coach, head coach in the NBA.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, remember this play, and I'm pretty sure Knicks fans will love this. You still Smoking Knick?
Yo,
Man,
Smoking Knick. That's Cat. Yeah, he there.
I'm here, nigga. I'm running the show. Of course I'm here. You need YouTube Premium, sir.
This right here.
You need YouTube Premium so we don't get commercials.
Oh,
Who you talking
YouTube
to?
Premium, I should. Mike.
Talking to
I thought that shit was real for a second. I ain't gonna lie. I thought
this ain't got nothing to do with you.
I thought that shit was real for a second.
Hey guys, you know how look at that NBA Finals run. You guys missed
game.
No, let me bring it back.
I'm watching.
Wow, look how close it was between first round and look at this. Doink got it. Woo!
Oh, when Thing hit that shot, when Allen Houston hit that shot.
We were the 8th seed. It was a best of 5 at the time. You know how close it was for us to when we made the finals that year? Wow.
I remember that. I remember that. I mean, I vividly remember that happening. I saw that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like it was scrambling. They were scrambling. And he got the ball at the corner, shot the ball, bounced around a few times, went in. Who knew? But I'm gonna tell you something that was better than that. When LJ hit that 3-pointer.
I'll bring it up right now. When
LJ hit we was counted out. I mean, we were out. It was like nothing for us to do. Everybody.
Yeah, I got it.
We were depressed. Like, damn. Damn. He hit a 4-pointer. Crowd went. I said the crowd. I just said my house went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He hit a 4-pointer. I think that's probably one of the biggest Knicks moments of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If not,
big.
That might be it.
It almost deflected. Look at this. Head fake.
Look at that.
Shot. 3. Yes, and 1.
The
you know what I'm saying?
Cross up, man.
And we were just like, "Oh, good shot, wow!" But then we found out late, like he got fouled too.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they heard the foul. You found out later. Everybody heard the foul.
Well, you know what I mean. You know when I'm listening to the broadcasters, and the broadcasters come back like, he was fouled too. This and that. You know how they bring it in like that. And everybody's screaming. Nobody really we just like, oh, that's a hell of a shot. And like he got fouled too, and I was like, that's exactly what we needed because we was down 3. He just hit the 3. Now we got a chance to go up. You see what I'm saying? That was my whole.
No, that was amazing, bro. That was a great moment. That was a great moment for us as a fan base. You feel me?
Yeah, that was a great Knick moment.
It was great.
We should end every show with a great Knick moment.
Any last words? Because we pushing on 3.5 hours, and I got things to do. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, I need to step up my damn self, bro. We've been talking since earlier this morning.
Right. So, any last words before we get out of here, my boys?
First,
nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. We had a little overcast, but it was still nice. The weather was beautiful. So, just enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. Everyone.
Where could the people find you, man? You on any social medias? You got anything going on? What's going on, man? Talk to us. E, what's up?
I got a few social medias. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all right now. Like I got some of my regular ones. I can't really tell you them off top because I don't even remember myself. But I'm definitely looking forward to making me a YouTube channel and everything else that goes off with it. So right now I'm not I'm not equipped, unfortunately. But we
But he gonna
coming.
learn. He
We
gonna learn
coming.
though. But he coming. But you heard
We
it from his.
coming.
You heard it from his mouth itself. He's gonna
We,
learn, and he might be bigger than me. You know. You know.
Yep.
It is what it is. But
Yep.
we
yo,
coming.
G G Money.
Now we coming. All of us.
Oh yeah, you already
Mm-hmm.
know. Oh, I like that type of energy. That's what it is. Uh, G Money, man. I appreciate having you, man. Any last words?
Yeah, I feel one. Thank you for inviting me, SK Smoking Knick. Please subscribe to the Smoking Knick. Man, he always bring the smoke. Always tells the truth all the time. Easy as Jesus. One, you can check the private chat right now. We ready. And two, it was nice to you
Okay.
again, Easy Jesus. You know, it was nice to you again, Easy as Jesus. You're smart. Not to compare anyone to Jesus, but man, today, I'm just saying today, you were smart like Jesus today. I mean, you're smart and awesome like Jesus. And also, may the Lord bless you, keep you
Thank you,
safe,
bro.
everyone. And also, please subscribe to my show, The Last Laugh Podcast, with me, Biggie, Prince, and Z. So please subscribe to my show, The Last Laugh Podcast, and please smash the like for my man SK Smoking Knick. It's free.
Yeah,
It's easy.
yeah, yeah.
Stay safe, everybody.
All right,
Now I
man.
was playing with you. 100%. Subscribe to him.
Let me do this real quick before we get out of here, man. I want to shout out to Quiet Money that came through, man.
Money. What up?
Okay. Shaw Legacy, Eric Wallace, Brandon E. The Real, Kenny Payne, everybody else that came through.
Justin Joker.
Guys, man. We chilling.
All right.
I think we went long enough. We got a lot of great topics, talked about a lot of dope stuff. Shout out to Corey
Mhm.
Lee. Shout out to Boulevard 73. You feel what I'm saying? For hopping on and
Word.
blessing us with their presence. And shout out to everybody that rock with us. You already know the vibes, you know what I mean? So all like this, man. You know what I mean? Let me do this real quick and then we out of here.
All right.